Hello everybody and welcome. We're D&D Boyband, a group of friends that all like to play D&D Pretty Boys because apparently it's not fantasy unless everybody's hot. My name is Jamie and tonight we are about 8 sessions in to our new campaign. The group have met the BBEG, they've lost their favorite NPC and are perhaps going on an adventure to save her. This is set in my entirely homebrew world of Bukai, and joining me tonight, we are one person down, although currently 2 black squares. A group of my closest friends who I've been playing D&D with for several years now. Ben, as Mercy.
Hello.
Erin, as Toad.
My head is spinning from how fast that intro was.
Sorry.
No, it's good. You should consider a career in auctioneering.
Everyone wants to go twice D&D for 5. I'm just excited to play D&D.
Sorry, I broke the intro.
Yeah.
The flow is off. We have to restart everything.
Guys, start again.
Hello, everybody.
No.
No. Sai's not here. Skip.
Sai's not here.
I miss Sai.
Fluid is playing Casimir.
Oh, yeah, I am, I think.
Look, I'm just changing the tone up now. Eski is playing Pod.
I am indeed.
And Luke returns as Arvis, who caused a bit of chaos.
Baby. But he's also a mute.
He's back.
Before we begin, we do have some announcements. First of all, Eski has one.
Indeed, he does.
I do. Is it now? Am I doing it now?
Yes. I'm really proud of you, Eski.
I'm announcing that I have had the final member has been drawn by Jen, and it is me. Well, not me. It's my character. Although obviously it's a stand-in for me, but the other parts of my personality. But it's okay. Yeah, it's very beautiful. It's a completely different take on the original art, which I really like. Actually, it looks very luscious. I have no other way of describing it, like as if he's stepping out of a shampoo ad, and I quite enjoy that. I think that's fun. I know there's different art styles are always really fun, so it's exciting to see something a bit different, and thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Never thought I'd have something I made get a picture drawn of it, so you know, that's new for me, and I like it. I didn't have to pay for it, I guess. That's the most important thing. Though maybe I should, to be honest. Send me a paper.
Not this month. Next month.
Please.
Oh my gosh, I love the way that Jen has like rendered this artwork reminds me of like the Blussy TikTok filter right now, where like it makes you all look kind of like dark and moody and mysterious, but really shiny. And so many TikTokers are using it right now that I was like, oh my god, Pod's been Blussied.
Yeah, you're only pushing me more in the direction, because my BG3 character was supposed to be kind of like a trial for how cleric would go, because I wasn't very experienced with cleric. Except I accidentally made the most himbo-looking drow that had ever existed, and I feel like part of that is now being slowly imported into Pod without meaning it. So
I love that.
Yeah, this isn't helping, to be honest. This is only pushing, advancing whatever's happening.
Nice. But yeah, I think Clued, you also have a little announcement.
Oh boy, do I? I don't know. This is an announcement. So much is. Listen, guys. Listen. I commissioned an artist who is absolutely brilliant called Matthias, and I went for them because I feel like we have similar terrible taste in saucy evil boys. And I was like, I'm sure they'd do a cracking job drawing my son. And oh my goodness, look at what they did. Look at what they did. He's so handsome and so perfect. And I don't know how anyone meets him and doesn't immediately just want to kiss him. I don't get it. Like, he's perfect. Oh, it's beautiful. I don't understand. Thank you. I could cry on stream. I love it so much. And yeah, that's my announcement. Bye.
It's been a real joy watching you like go through the commission process on this one, because like I remember when you first got the original black and white sketch and it was just like a whip and wasn't even close to being done, and you were like, this is my phone background now.
I've seen this image through every progress picture that has been sent.
This is a black and white version. I can change it now, but anyway.
Yeah, so
that's my son. He's beautiful.
That's our art update this week. And that's it for announcements, really.
That's it.
Oh wait, no, we do have one more announcement. I forgot. I forgot. we have a big announcement. We are going to be tabling at Dragon Meet in December, on December 2nd. We're going to get some info boxes and stuff ready for this maybe next week. But yeah, we're going to be tabling for the very first time, selling some artwork, stickers, maybe some t-shirts if we're feeling saucy. So yeah, watch the space. If you are based in the UK or in London, the event is happening at the Novotel in Hammersmith for one day only. It's a D&D and TTRPG convention. Super fun. We went last year and we had a great time. So yeah, I recommend you check it out and come say hi if you're going to be there. And otherwise, we'll see about finding ways to get art and stickers into the hands of people who might want them if you cannot make it to the event. So yeah, watch this space. Exciting things to come.
Wonderful. So, to get you guys back into what happened last session and catch some people up, you decided various routes to stealth or walk flagrantly in to the camp. One of you went sneaking around, Arvis. The one of the other of you turned into a cat. Another one of you attempted to present yourself as a convert with prisoners. There were varying levels of success. You poisoned perhaps some people. You found out a decent amount of information by grabbing some papers and scrolls. You were interrogated by a man who you came to know was Nalaska. Casimir was diverted by talking to somebody who thought was in charge, turned out to be the chef. And eventually, you met Razor, who informed you that this was the warning and that you should stop. You, however, decided to cause some chaos. Arvis caused an explosion in the supplies after the signal, whilst Toad released several Manticore.
Chimera?
Chimera, thank you. Very, very Chimera out into, which caused us a duty. However, the presence of a storm giant gave you pause, and you decided it might not be time to fight, and you retreated back to where you had set up base, only to find that your contingent of reinforcements had been slaughtered and Elara was missing. Night is about to fall. You are faced with a choice. Within the papers, you gathered information on the other group. You understood that there is a dig site that Razor seems to be focusing her attentions on. You know that she is on her way now, perhaps, after calming the camp, to go to meet the other party, to give them the same warning. Or you could go find Elara and save her. That is the choice before you all. To aid you in this, as I've mentioned in the chat, but I don't know, in searching going through kind of gathered clues, Elara has dropped a stone, which when you hold, seems to hum, and you get the sense that you know which direction she's in.
Did we have
So those options were to hit me again?
So you got 3 options, as far as you know. Well, in terms of 3 options. 1, go immediately after Elara to get her back. 2, the dig site that Razor is focusing a lot of her intention on. Or 3, attempt to go to Waylaid or meet the other party before Razor can get to her, or ambush her there with the other group. You know that she is going to read home to try to meet them and give them the same warning. That's what the papers revealed to you.
Did we have time to go through all the stuff that Mercy had collated?
We're zoning back in as you realise Elara's missing and are searching. If you want to sit down and read all the documents, that is fine, but it will be time taken.
Okay, cool.
As it becomes very clear that Elara's been kidnapped and potentially by Razor, and we're running out of time to go get her. I'm going to whinny sadly.
Are you still a horse?
I'm still a horse from last session.
Was that a sad whinny, Toad?
I nod my big horse head. I look longingly at Casimir's cape collar.
His eyes slide from the cape collar back to Toad, and he leans in and says, "No." Leans back out. "Listen, I don't particularly care for Elara Lumina, but I feel under somewhat of an obligation to go and rescue her, I suppose, is what I'll call it." After all, her family is powerful and well connected. Whether she lives or dies is really only here or there for me, in terms of reward and esteem gained from the mission, so I suppose we better go get her.
Elara's future is also important here. To allow another aberrant to affect another destiny will be ripples upon ripples. Saving her is of great importance, therefore.
Alright, I suppose the worst case scenario, or the thing that would be cataclysmic for me, is the enemy party somehow managed to beat Razor when she goes to give them the warning, but I don't think we're in much danger of that because they're all resoundingly useless, so I think we have time.
Well, I've got to ask the question, folks.
Sorry, before you go, you've been a little bit affected because the item that you're looking for, you didn't find much of it, but you found specs on some of the tools.
The item I might be looking for personally or as a group, sorry?
You're looking for.
Wonderful.
Specks of it. This is throughout the camp. You smelled it as soon as you walked into the supply tent.
Were there any implications, anything I'd factor in my decision making here, you think?
It was predominantly around digging tools.
And we know that Razor has this site, this digging site, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have shared reading stuff about Mountain's Breath. And also I think I would have shared that my current pet theory is she's after the Whirlwind Lantern, which is an artifact that lets her control the weather across Lakai. Or at least that's an ancient artifact from the Aarakocran civilizations. If she's looking for important shit in the Stormlands, Casimir would have told you it's probably that.
I was also able to discern that the place that we must be, where Razor will be meeting the others, is Storm Harbor. That's right, isn't it, Jamie?
Reedhome.
Reedhome. And I don't know, but it seems unless we can do both, we may be faced with a choice. Pursue Elara to the Stormcrown Mountains or turn south and head towards Reedhome. I don't know the distances, so...
They can't have gotten far with Elara. If we don't tarry here, I suspect we could probably snatch her and hurry on to Reedhome and do both. Possibly, or at least be there to pick up the pieces.
At that, Horse Toad will clop his hooves loudly in the kind of dirt and kind of like nudge Pod to kind of be like, get on my back, let's get going. And he's gonna kind of swish his tail. I'm trying to act like a horse. I'm not a horse girl. I don't know how horses do things.
Yeah, they clop. They clop and they whinny.
Clop, right? Yeah, the clop.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Seconds, I'll text my mum.
Yeah, I was going to say, Jamie's a horse boy. What do they like?
I'm allergic to horses.
Are
I
you?
fall off. I pass out and fall off. My mum is very
I
disappointed.
don't believe that.
Oh,
Who's allergic to horses?
Me?
This guy.
that guy.
Genuinely, Jess, when riding, touched me here. About 5 minutes later, I had like a hand mark on my cheek of like red skin.
No fucking
Oh my
way.
god.
Look at her eye.
Discipline your parents.
I can't
Anybody wants to
really-
murder me? It was horses. Simple.
That's so weird. Like, it's an unusual allergy to have. do you know
Horses
what I
and
mean?
Brazil nuts.
Yeah, I'm an odd human. I'm gonna die very strangely.
You're just weak.
Cool. Sorry, I
Anyway.
didn't mean to digress.
Horse Toad is very impatiently being like, let's go. Does Pod get on?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Okay.
He does immediately, like, kind of... He does look a bit trepidatious initially, because the original, let's say, ride didn't exactly go badly, but it was definitely not a feeling of control. So,
Mercy turns
You're
into a
not
halfling and jumps on.
Oh, nice. Smart.
so where are we going?
Following Elara.
Ah, good.
Who's got the stone right now and can like direct us?
Whoever picked it up.
I have no idea who picked up the stone.
No, nobody. But you can choose.
Well,
I gave it to you, but nobody picked it up.
I picked up the stone, but I probably handed it off.
It's in our in-game mail, guys.
Someone
It's a drop
decide who
item.
has the stone.
Whoever is holding the stone.
Okay,
Arvis have the stone. Arvis has the stone.
Why does nobody want the stone?
He might have the stone.
Arvis, here you
have
go.
the stone.
Have the stone.
Because it's just like, I don't want the stone. It's dirty.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, it's just a stone.
Holding it, you feel Elara getting slightly further and further away. So, are you all moving? Ready to see?
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is through the night.
Wait,
Is
how
that no-
long does this travel take us?
I'm going to ask for a d20.
Does
Rifle check.
Horse Toad give us any movement bonus?
Yeah, I'm helping our slowest members.
What's
do
your
it.
movement speed?
As a horse?
Oh, then that's
Yep.
probably stupid for me because I've got move speed 40.
Oh,
Does my
yeah.
encyclopedic map brain help us with our journey?
Yeah, I'm giving you guys advantage, but someone else is rolling.
Okay.
Or you can roll, but basically the purpose of that is to give you advantage on every one of these rolls.
Stone bearer, roll.
That's Arvis.
Okay, Mike. What is it? D20 or something?
Survival.
What day is it?
Oh.
With advantage.
What day is this?
24th?
Same day you guys got to the camp.
You said it was 24th in the last session.
Yeah.
so that's why I put in the recap.
All right, survival it is.
It might have
Right,
made
just-
sense actually for Casimir to get on my back because then he could read through the documents while
Yeah,
walking.
yeah, sure. Let's do that instead then.
Although
Just
I
one
wouldn't,
hell of a modest 7.
I wouldn't have been able to say that as a horse, but Casimir might have thought of that possibly.
7.
True, he thinks of a lot more things than I do, so he
7.
probably at some
Very
point would have
smart,
smacked someone on the thigh and said, "Get off! I have books to read."
Did you roll
That's
a
not
another d20 for me, Arvis? With a 7 on survival.
Another just D20 or another survival check?
Just another d20. No survival check. This isn't an advantage.
Setting off fireworks outside my window. Respect, kids. Yeah, sorry, no, good. That's good. There's a reason why that's good. D20. Like, yeah, duh, roll a fucking dice, bro. That is a 19.
A 19.
God damn it.
Rolling through, you make your way around the edge of Wraithwater, avoiding it far enough. You don't encounter any of Razor's agents. You are making quick progress. You feel the stone grow warmer as you're approaching what must be Elara's location. Until Casimir.
Did I say 18, by the way, DM?
Even 19 is what you said.
19, good, yeah.
Yeah. Until Casimir, you notice it first because your brain is no longer matching up with maps. As the fog around you grows denser and denser, you lose track of your location. As Arvis's keen yellow eyes, red eyes peer out. All of you take some time. You keep moving. You keep looking for the way, and you can't help but feel you're doubling back on yourself. You've passed that tree before.
This isn't right. This doesn't match up to anything I've seen before.
Nice.
Well, this is funny, mate, because it feels like everything I've just seen matches up to everything I've just seen before.
I know I was talking about the maps, but you're exactly right. It is what we've seen before. It's cyclic.
How many hours have we been traveling now?
This is like an hour in. You're not far.
Hold on, I'll find out. Could I ask the nearest tree if it's seen me before?
Oh my god, cute.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Do you want like a check for that, or?
No, just ask the tree. Sorry, are you rolling Speak with Nature?
I mean, it's not. It's
Are you casting Speak
The
with
Furbog
Nature?
tree,
No,
isn't
it's just default ability of a Furbog. Speech.
Oh.
But
speech and leave.
you
So
can't
you
necessarily
can't-
understand them, though, right?
Yeah. So the description is as follows. If I can find it quickly.
Verbal magic, hidden step, speech of beast and leaf. Your ability to communicate in a limited manner with beast and plant. They understand the meaning of your words. Okay, yeah, sure. Make make a charisma. Make a charisma check for how much this plant understands you, and with advantage.
Just flat
Because
charisma.
of this, yeah, with advantage.
With
Because that's the
advantage.
feat. You have advantage on this.
Yeah, there was a 17 plus 0. It was just charisma check.
Yeah, the tree. There's a feeling of familiarity.
There's a feeling of familiarity.
Yeah.
I think we've been here before, gentlemen.
Can I start ritual casting detect magic?
Yes.
I'm actually not a man.
Hold it a few minutes and hopefully I'll see something.
Apologies.
10 minutes and he'll just start swirling his fingers over the book and the mist will coalesce into little green wisps for the next wee while.
Anyone doing anything other than ritual casting magic? It's cool if you can skip forward 10 minutes.
I will sit
I
and
mean-
fucking read the weave for 10 minutes then.
Pod
Okay.
would probably continue talking to the tree about how the forest is going, just
I'm going.
general, just how the journey's
tree's
been
quite
so
sad.
far.
The tree's almost groaning at you.
I'm
No,
going
it's
to-
interesting. I mean, I imagine not many people speak to the tree. So
Yeah, no, but the tree's like
So-
curious, but also it's having a bad
It's having a
existence.
bad.
It's a swamp. It's a swampy tree.
Oh no! I wonder if there's anything I can do for the tree.
I'm gonna graze on some grass.
Fair enough.
I don't know what horses do
Can I
to
check
chill
if
out.
the tree? Can I
It's
check if the
rough.
tree needs like any particular pruning, or if there's like anything that's any leaves that could do anything I could do to cheer the
You could
tree
scrape
up?
the moss off, some of the
Sure,
rot.
yeah, and then Pod begins scraping some of the moss off while regaling the tale of the day, basically, bit by bit.
Good stuff. Yeah, the tree seems a little
Anyway,
rejuvenated,
it's-
happier by the end. Casimir, as you cast your ritual spell, you see that all the paths around you, much of the area, is subject to conjuration magic.
Conjuration magic. Is it like all of it, like everywhere around us?
There's one there's one area that isn't.
Ooh. So all the paths around us are magically altered. There is one that is not. Which I would imagine is the one we should take.
Hmm.
The others are probably enchanted to loop on themselves. That's my take, at least.
What were
Unless
you looking
DM,
for?
that's completely the wrong take.
That's
and you
probably about right.
think a smart character would-
What were you looking at the weave?
I guess. Well, I mean, you could give me some misinformation, but I rolled so badly. I rolled an 8, which, having
Yep.
spent 10 minutes with my wisdom modifier, just about succeeds.
Okay.
But then I rolled a 0, 0, and a 2, which is a 2. So do with that what you
Not
will.
200.
Not 200.
What were you trying to do? Just
What
about
was
the-
I trying to do? I was basically trying to read the future of Arvus to see how he was, if there was any future where Arvus would correctly navigate us through this fog forest. To which I guess the answer is no.
The weave is not bothered by such trivial matters.
The weave works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, that figures. That figures. Okay.
You read the weave doesn't respond. Scene 2309 as the sacred text
legendary.
say.
Fair enough. Fair
I'm
enough.
really sad Sai's not here for that one.
That's a fish.
I'm gonna have to bring that back at some point.
Mhm.
The rest of you, however, make your way, following Casimir presumably, through the unenchanted path. And you come to a secluded clearing. This is different to anything you've seen before. And the magic continues all around you. Surrounded by ancient twisted trees, the constant hum of swamp critters provides an eerie ambience. Dominating the clearing are 4 ancient moss-covered totems, standing equidistant from each other, forming a fairly perfect circle. Each totem bears a carved face.
What kind of face? Like a person face?
One
Like a mask?
Is a weeping willow tree with droplets dripping from its branches. Another one, an aarakocra with outstretched wings amid swirling clouds. The third one, a phoenix, wings aflame with lightning bolts surrounding it. Another one, a mighty stone golem with tiny plants sprouting from its shoulders. At the exact center of the circle, as you move in, is a stone pedestal carved with an intricate image of a storm cloud and a circular depression in its surface. Scattered around the clearing are remnants of old campfires, primitive tools. Clearly people get trapped here.
Yo, roll back. Weeping Willow?
Weeping Willow, Aarakocra with
Aarakocra.
outstretched wings, a phoenix, lightning bolts surrounding it, and a mighty stone golem with tiny plants sprouting from its shoulders.
Golem, plants, phoenix, lightning bolts. And the altar is why? He's just an altar.
There's
with
an
a
altar in the
depression?
center. No, there's an altar in the center which is carved with an intricate image of a storm cloud. Now you can, if you want to look around and try to find clues or stuff, that's fine. Just tell me what you're doing.
We have that flute that Pod got that can summon storms. Maybe storm clouds.
All lightning on ourselves? Yeah.
It's possible. What in many religions and beliefs, the elements play a significant part. Here we have representations of each: the phoenix, fire; the Aarakocra, wind; the golem, earth; and the weeping willow, water. I believe the symbology here, although I don't know, may be asking us to combine a certain type of element, which in this kind of primitive theology is often wind and fire.
Maybe from my nerd readings about Aarakocra ruins and all that stuff before we came in, does this match up? Does this marry up? Am I reminded of anything?
You're not reminded of anything specifically, but certainly the concepts of like earth, wind, fire, water are common references, common identifiers of the elements, perhaps of power beyond the gods. As a super smart character, I will give you some hints if you fail to work out what this puzzle is in a little bit.
Alright, fine. So there's a depression in the altar, right? So it looks like we need to put something in there, right?
Maybe.
Alright, point taken, Mercy. Maybe we should check the area for items related to elements or anything that would fit in this little depression.
Or perhaps it is asking those who would seek an outcome, either a stone door or an entrance to a hidden thing or a reference to a secret temple, asking devotees to bring offerings of the element that is associated. Perhaps they're asking for an offering of elements from us. So that is also another option that's common theologically in these kind of cultures.
Then let's try it. I'll yeet a little firebolt into the altar. For the phoenix, or both? Yeet a firebolt or both and see what happens.
The pedestal in the center does nothing. However, yeeting it at the phoenix, there is a bright flashing light, and the phoenix's eyes glow red.
Oh, very good.
Oh, yes.
Before anyone goes any further, I have to say I watched the film Fifth Element the other night. It's such a banger. Recommend it to anyone. See.
As you presumably go first, I'm still listening, but I'm going to grab a drink. Still listening.
Does anyone have some sort of... I mean, I could go up and huff and puff on the one, but perhaps some sort of magic that could enable the wind.
I think you should blow it.
Okay, I can. It might work.
Go on it?
Sorry, Toad did not say that Toad is still a horse. I'm just being inappropriate.
Okay. Mercy goes up to the Aarakocra with the wings and blows on it.
He's not here.
Is
Right
that
now.
good enough? Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, the Aarakocra's wings almost begin to flow out a little bit further and swirl in the stone.
Wow, low standards.
Can Pod
It's not
grab
me, it's you. No, it is me. I have standards.
Pod grab a fistful of moss and put it in the earth one?
I'm going to say that those qualify as fresh flowers. Yep, the golem. The flowers on it grow ever so slightly.
One more.
He looks very pleased with himself, like after doing.
Oh, no. Who has a water
The
flask?
Weeping Willow. Does anyone feel like crying having lost Elara Lumina? Is anyone sad? You're sad, Toad.
You just,
Winnie
you know,
sadly at the Weeping Willow.
I'm gonna go up to the Weeping Willow and put my horse head above it and see if I can cry some horse tears into.
Don't cry on
I'm
This
going,
has to be a
right.
fucking
So I'm
performance
going
check.
to suggest that
Jesus
works.
Christ.
As you learn the Weeping Willow, the Weeping Willow begins to cry with you, and there is
Yeah.
a crackle of energy and a hum around all 4 of the pillars as lines appear deep beneath the earth, flowing towards the central pedestal. The pedestal, a cloud appears in it, rises up, and lightning bolts come down, and you all could roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh no! Oh
God.
shit! What's the dexterity
it's
of a
an
horse?
ancient trap.
God damn it.
No, it's just
Oh,
the
minus
roll.
one
It's just not.
today.
It's just not the solution.
I've got a 6.
No. How is that
14.
so poor?
Spell attack.
Oh.
Dexterity.
I was distracted blowing on the
18.
Aarakocra.
18. Okay.
There's an order to this, isn't there?
So shit.
Dexterity save.
Sorry. I'm really dumb. I'm trying to find my D10 to roll. There we go. 10. 2. 3. On a fail save, you take 15 points of damage. On a success, you take half. Yes.
Yay.
So, lightning calms down, slamming into each of you, and the clearing goes back to normal.
Would you consider these lightning bolts missiles?
No.
Nice try.
What's the pass? What's
14 is the pass.
Oh, is Casimir still sitting on top of me?
Probably not.
No, I think he's been inspecting the altars.
Is anyone sat on top of me? No.
Arvis might have fallen against you, but he's in shock. He's like, "It's a fucking trap! Get out of here!
Okay, that's fine. I failed my DC, so I get hit by the lightning, which destroys my my horse form. So it would have been really funny if someone was sitting on top of me, because we'd be a pile on the floor right now.
I think we'd all got off to do stuff.
Yeah. How much damage was it?
Questions.
Wait, DM, we just got zapped. That was it.
Yeah, nothing.
And
nothing
the
worked.
clearing is still.
Mhm.
We still don't.
You
see
need to
way
make a
out.
concentration check, right?
Oh, I do need to make a concentration. You are quite right. Is there anything else magical that I would have noticed, by the way, in this area?
No.
Ooh, detect magic is dropped.
Can I ask
detect magic.
the stone?
Yeah.
Is Elara actually here, or are we being waylaid by some
You're being
Gee.
waylaid by some ancient DM trap.
legend
Thanks for letting us know,
that?
you know, I
Yeah,
Or
appreciate
some
it.
ancient master of the dungeons.
yeah.
All right, gentlemen, I think there's more to it than having a horse cry on some rocks. Maybe there's something in the area we can use. There are tools and what have you. Let's have a look to see if we can find a specific order. I don't want to be zapped every time we fuck that up. Can we seek clues, James, in the local area?
Yeah.
I will say
investigating?
I will say that the clue is the storm cloud.
The clue is the storm cloud. Which storm cloud?
The one in the center, right?
The one that's been intricately carved.
He wants to be zapped?
Are there any more details?
Can we
on
inspect the
storm?
carvings? Or is there some kinds of markings and symbols?
Make an investigation check.
Oh,
I will-
gladly.
I will use the help action.
Yes. Good.
Much love. All right. That is a 12.
With advantage.
Yeah.
No. There is a tiny scroll. Doesn't seem to give you the full answer, but somebody at some point has written in common, bottom of the pedestal, the life cycle of the storm.
The life cycle of the storm. The water evaporates. He did GCSE. He knows the rain cycle.
Oh, so it's like
There is no GCSE.
Water
starts off as water,
evaporates.
so flame or heat evaporates it into clouds, which then thunderbolt down to the ground.
Rain down? Thunder down? Into the
Nah,
earth?
mate.
Oh, rain nourishes flowers?
Ah, yeah.
No.
It probably ends with flowers.
So it'll be water, fire, thunder, earth. Is there only
Yeah.
four? Is there only four
There's
puzzles?
four.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
thunder. There's
Thunder's not an
water.
element.
There's water, wind,
It's
fire,
wind.
earth.
Wind. That's it.
I still think it's we
Water,
should try it.
But yeah, it's
Wind.
convected up in the wind, becomes clouds, blows about, then drops, nourishes.
Alternative.
Or-
Water.
Heat is evaporating. I mean, you need water at 2 points in here, but it's the water what's raining down and nourishing the flowers.
Can I do a nature check?
Can I
to-
make an int
The life-
check?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get. It's the life cycle of the storm, not of any element within it. So we'll start. Let me just check the solution.
Windy, innit, bro?
This is esoteric.
Fucking
I don't
windy.
understand.
Yeah, but it starts with wind as the storm is blown across.
As
Okay. And then it lightnings because there's a phoenix with lightning.
Sure.
No, mate. First it's windy, then it starts fucking raining, and that's when the storm's here, and it starts thundering,
When
and strikes the fucking ground.
Plenty of storms. You hear the thunder before the rains.
Well, what's thunder here, mate?
This is a
What's
completely
thunder?
arbitrary distinction. I mean, thunder.
Right. Call lightning just on Casimir for insulting the puzzle.
God damn it.
No, but I don't know how we would, which way round it would be sensibly.
can I do a nature check to see
Yeah. Nature check is good.
how I think this would work?
I'm gonna
Am
start
am I in danger of a TPK with another lightning
Alright,
strike?
this
So we need to
is-
be
Yeah, I
careful.
think so,
This
actually, yeah.
I rolled an 18 plus 2 for 20.
18. Toad. Arvis is right. That's the cycle.
Cool. So
This
can
guy
you
was like,
remind
Wind-
actually,
Fucking
Wind,
shit, cunt.
wind, the storm starts, it coalesces and is blown across. Water as it begins to rain, forewarning of the storm to come. Fire as lightning strikes the earth. And finally earth as the storm calms and all returns.
So I think that Arvis
Okay.
is right. So maybe we try it in that order after all. And he's going to go over to the wind pedestal and blow into it like.
I would say you can
Go
all
on.
succeed on this puzzle, as unhappy as it may make some of you.
Casimir was like, actually, I read in a book that the actual life cycle of
Casimir, don't worry. These primitive tribes didn't have
Barbarisms.
much understanding, so I wouldn't take this as absolute fact. Fact is a
House.
perspective.
how far science and meteorology has come.
A voice rings out almost melodically across. Step forward. Who would receive thy boon?
Casimir immediately steps. I don't mean to take stuff from the party. Anyone can step forward with him. He's just, you know.
So Mercy needs to go with them.
4.
Okay. Thing. Yeah. You step forward. The central disc. A scroll appears in it.
Mm-hmm. I shall look at the scroll.
The scroll. It says Scroll of the Ancient Winds. When used, it casts Whirlwind.
Whirlwind. Is that
Been a while since I heard that one.
I don't know what this says, Casimir. Is this
scroll of, it's a scroll of the ancient winds. When used, it casts whirlwind.
Is that a spell? Is this some sort of magic
It's
scroll?
it's a spell scroll, yes.
Oh. Are you able
What does the
to...
spell do, mate? Come
I
on.
don't know. Is that wizard accessible?
7th level spell.
Oh God!
Is
I
this
don't.
What?
You can actually roll with Arcana to try and identify.
Is this helping us find Elara by any chance?
At this
We
point,
kind of really
the
need
magic
to
all
know.
around you, Casimir, vanishes.
He doesn't know that because detect magic drops.
Okay.
He'll kind of hold the scroll and say, "Well, to be honest, I'm not sure I can cast it. I could try. It's very powerful magic, actually. No, I'm not sure. I could recast detect
Well,
magic.
what does it do? Can you
It's
describe?
called
Do you?
whirlwind, so I imagine it summons a whirlwind. I don't know, DM, what I know.
No, this isn't
You
magic.
can roll for it.
See if I
There
know.
is a mechanic. Yeah.
17.
There's like an equation for it.
Yeah, there we go. I dropped the spell in there. You'll know that. In player chat.
In player
I'm
chat.
not gonna look at it. Describe it to us.
He looks at the runes on it. If I'm correct, it will summon a large whirlwind, which can be moved by the caster. It will cause significant damage and leave considerable detritus in its wake. It will tear through any area it is placed in. So if we ever need to assault a Wraithwater ever again, we can use this and decimate it before we have to walk through.
Yes, it sounds like this kind of magic is more an offensive tool to kind of create destruction than a mode of transportation. Is that what you're saying?
It is, yes.
Then may I suggest that we have yet to find our missing leader, and that this would be a good tool to keep on hand for Reed Hall.
Absolutely.
It's a different accent than before.
Jamie!
This is you. DM on DM violence.
Look, okay, I'm just reminding
okay.
him I can't do accents, so I need to bring them down a peg whenever he tries.
Okay, look, I'm gonna
I'm
re-up.
switching between the halfling and the.
I'm gonna re-up this
I'm
this
sure
here
Mercy gets confused
ritual.
sometimes.
I'm gonna recast the ritual cast detect magic while we're chatting and pondering and just
There
see
is
if we.
No path. So the paths around you, all completely clear of magic.
Great. Well, now there's no path. The magic is ended though. Our being waylaid by the storm is over. So, do I have any sense of where this is on a map?
Not
Does
by
the
this is.
stone work?
But if you move a little bit, you might. The stone still works. Elara's close. You feel the warmth in your hands.
Well, as far as I can tell, we're not going to be walking back on ourselves any further. So, if we can feel Elara, I suppose we just move in that direction.
I think we should hurry. We've already been delayed enough. We don't know how long she's been taken for.
By ancient magical hijinks.
I'm sure
Actually,
I wouldn't do anything too
puzzles.
bad to her.
Look, at least it wasn't a riddle. Do you guys want the riddle? I've got one.
No.
That's not... No. I'm not reducing D&D riddles to intelligence checks of anyone other than the party. Making your way.
Well, how long was I on Horse Toad for before?
Well, you weren't on Horse Toad for very long.
How long?
Are you
was
trying
that?
to read the documents?
Well, no, I would have been while Horse Toad existed
Yeah.
before he was zapped, but
I think
A lot
it
of these
was an
co-
hour.
So a lot of these correspondence are letters between let me find their names. A couple of people who, as you read through it, you identify as being members of both the Storm Giants of the Stormcrown Mountains, Lyra, Sky's daughter, Selena, Wraith Speaker, Iron, Stoneheart. These names don't mean much to you, but they are coalitions between Razor basically offering allegiance, suggesting their interests could be shared, and being generally rebuffed. There's some indications in the most recent ones that they could work together to do something. Razor promising to help rebuild society. Storm Giants saying, this is our lands. We don't really want you here. If you help us, then you'll need to leave, and we don't trust you. You have to do that afterwards. And Elara saying she's only here for certain artifacts of the Stormcloud Enclave. It's very much the beginnings of an alliance. I'd say that, like the initial soundings and workings out. The much more developed alliance is the one between the elves of Tathriel and Razor. You understand that most of these letters are to do directly with supplies, troops, merging on some way of keeping the Bulwark's forces occupied whilst they prepare an invasion of Fort Valor and Dawnhorn proper.
Who are the elves of Tathriel?
Who
Remind
are
us.
they? So I guess Casimir would
They're my
tell this to the
buddies.
group, so everyone would, hear this.
So
Yeah.
you would know that I'm going to take a nice screenshot for people in player chat. You will know that the elves,
Oh, where Toad says
Over
so Toad and Pod
there.
say they're over there.
over
Most
there.
of these,
The elves of over there.
yes. Sorry. So the history here, as Casimir you will know, and most of you will know, have been there, is that the Bulwark of Honourable States have called themselves such because they represent the front line of some level of civilization breaking out from Dominus, and they have slowly encroached upon Elven territory. The elves, of course, the kingdoms closest to the Feywild, inhabit both that realm and outspilling into these things. Tathriel is their capital. As you can see there's the World Tree. The forest, however, has been very slowly pushed back. It's kind of been a death of 1,000 cuts. It's always been one intrusion here, a couple of trees felled here, but clearly very deliberate. And eventually, several years ago, there was going to be what seems to be a breaking out of war, but it was stalled by a conglomeration of the others. However, the elves haven't been particularly happy with what has been going on, and clearly, this is an avenue by which they are trying to strike back. Casimir, to you, whilst this comes as a confirmation, the idea that the elves are in it to fuck the Bulwark, not perhaps a shock. But you perhaps understand a little bit about why Razor might be quite so well supplied and successful. That Razor is not only being helped by maybe you don't know how far it goes up. There is mentions of the Elven Queen, Elithriel. There is certainly, one of the letters is from Elian, Greenwood, another one from Phalor Silverborough. These are people who one of which is an ambassador. The other one is a particularly powerful mage. There's mentions of others in the court, but no direct communication from the Queen. You perhaps could marry one of their descriptions up with Mercy, if you had shared that information, to work out which one of them was in the camp, perhaps. But it is a coordinated war effort to keep Razor going and to pull in more and more troops and resources from the Bulwark to cause a disruption and them to weaken their forces for eventual invasion. Timeline TBD.
Right, okay, so it's TBD on the invasion. Okay.
Could you roll an investigation check to see if you find the final piece of information?
Oh.
Wait. Have you rolled already?
If you haven't told me, you don't need to. If you haven't told Ben, Ben can replace it.
I've said nothing.
I think this could be really important. And I'm hoping you didn't get more, but I'm going to replace it with a 16.
I rolled a 2, thank you so much.
Right.
With my total, on my it is 21.
I think it's
Okay.
going to be important.
With that, Toad's
Wait, sorry, it's 23.
somebody's
7+7.
vision of Corin makes a lot more sense as you understand and read that there is an operative that has been deliberately placed in the other team that matches the description of Corin Windwalker, and that she is there specifically to disrupt the mission to kill Razor and ultimately the deaths of both you and the other team.
Yeah,
Good news, no?
that was a good use.
Read this final piece out with her. Well, we could just leave her there to sabotage the others.
Well, that's up to you, isn't it?
Oh, but she seems so friendly. I would have
Dude.
never guessed she was a spy.
The elves are from over there. Are you from the Elven Kingdoms? Do you recognize any of these people?
I've spent a lot of time over there, but what are the names of the people that you've seen on this?
He repeats them. Elian Greenwood, Phalor Silverborough.
Yeah.
Elven Queen.
Elithriel Moonshadow.
Jamie, are these people that I know?
These are people that you would know. You know that they are the ambassador to most of the kingdoms, including ones that you're aware of. as well as the other one being the High Mage of the Council. It is unsure to you whether or not the Queen would know about this, but it's probably fairly difficult to imagine.
Oh yes, I know them. That one is actually really bad at dancing, and the other one I saw snorting some tea leaves once.
Who are you, Toad?
Toad.
Why do you know elven ambassadors? Personally?
Because I do. What?
Toad,
Just people like you and me.
where you're from,
Yeah.
does anyone tell you what to do? Or do you tell others what to do?
Good question.
Well, it's a bit of both, really.
If you had to say,
Well, everyone tells me what their problems are, and then I help them fix their problems.
okay,
So they're telling me, oh, this has gone wrong, and then I'm saying, okay, do this to fix it. So it's a bit of both.
Hang on, people rely on you to fix practical problems.
Yes.
This society must be so chaotic.
what?
Why is this so funny?
It just thinks back to the rats, the story of the rats with Malik.
What sort of practical problems do you fix, Toad?
Oh, well, everything. Maybe if someone has a leak in their roof, or there isn't enough food, or if there's, dangerous folk nearby, or if there's someone in need of help, or if, maybe there's a tree that's fallen down and we have to go harvest it and patch something up.
Do you have a title, Toad? Is there anything they use to refer to you as?
What's the common word? I think the closest word for you would be sovereign.
Carpenter and joiner.
Sovereign.
Sovereign, yes.
King.
King.
I guess.
You're the sovereign of over there.
Yes.
King of the Elves.
Petty Prince.
Over there being the elven kingdoms?
Well, no, I just go there.
You just go there. So you're sovereign of a neighbouring locale to the elven kingdoms.
Yeah, kind of, I guess.
You're a
Odd
king.
just kind of shrugs and just goes, I don't know why this is so complicated.
Well, I'll be honest with you, blokes. Your common's not very good. Should be. I expected better. Sovereign, I'll have you all know, is actually a type of coin.
I think the etymology is because it is minted by the crown, but
Well,
Sovereign's a
obvious-
sovereign, mate.
the
Can't
problem
think anything otherwise.
we don't have currency where I'm from, so I don't think the name would have come from that.
you're a king. We're travelling with royalty.
Well, aren't you as well?
You've decided I am, and if a king is telling me I'm a king, I probably am. I suppose I'll take it.
Well, you summon creatures back from death, and that is what kings do. So,
Where you're from?
yes.
That's what kings do. They're necromancers. You're not a necromancer, are you?
No.
Well, I've got to be straight with you blokes. We're taking this job. We're fucking poor, mate. All right? None of us here have got good money behind us. None of us here are living like kings.
Well, from one of us, apparently.
Well, it all depends on what your definition of living like a king is. For me, it's...
Well, let me say it like this, mate. A sovereign might have a few sovereigns.
Oh, no, I don't.
What Toads described sounds more like a community figure, a wisdom almost.
A
Well, no,
shaman.
we have elders. I used to be an elder.
And then you... How old are you?
It's a bit of a touchy subject, really.
Oh. Well, you can't be over 30.
Oh no, I'm 29, but I'm...
Oh, we're getting on a bit.
Oh, yeah, I should have died years ago. This is really fucking old.
From old age? You should have died years ago from old age.
Well,
I know
yeah.
plenty of people who lived far beyond what they were told.
So, worried that you may die soon from old age, you've embarked on a quest into the Stormlands. Is this your last hurrah to go out with a bang?
Kind of. I'm on a mission.
What mission?
The same mission as you, to go to the Stormlands.
Yeah, good fucking answer. Don't want two fucking missions crossing wires now, do we?
That
How terrible
can't-
if we had the same one.
No, I mean, not what are you doing now, but when you left over there, what was that mission? Because obviously you didn't have this mission until you got to Fort Valor.
That's true. Unfortunately, this isn't actually helping us find Elara, so I think we should put this conversation on hold until later. Where is Elara?
No. Don't change the subject, Toad.
Arvis,
Toad,
you're holding the
just-
stone, aren't you?
Toad.
Where's Elara?
we've just
Mate,
read.
I'll look at the
Our
stone.
friend
Clearly,
is being
there's no
kidnapped and
subject
you're all
here. A
grilling
king
me.
without king.
We've
Oh,
just been
mate, I
told
mean it.
that the Elven Court is part of a force which is supporting our enemy.
Well, in that
You
case,
are
maybe
from
we
there.
should support her too.
I am interested as to what brought you from the Elven Kingdom.
Well, I wasn't actually coming from the Elven Kingdom. I just traveled through it.
What mission made you leave your home?
Something important was lost. So I've been sent to go find it. Just like
And that
how we should be
was-
finding Elara right now, because she's missing and she could be dying right now. And I know that Casimir is, His Majesty. Sorry, I don't know. Are you royalty or not?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Okay, so His Majesty is able to resurrect her, but only for a short period of time. And I think that her father would be very upset if we returned her back as a corpse.
Toad, 5 minutes is not going to make a difference to her fate. What will make that difference is our ability to trust you.
Mate, what's
Mercy,
the
let
big
him,
fucking deal?
Let him
This
man
bloke
his
saying
secret.
he's a king. It points to Casimir as well. This bloke just said he's a fucking king. I mean, you're a posh cunt. Makes sense in some ways. But again, we wouldn't be out here doing what we're doing. And the truth is, we are out here doing what we're doing. So, let's get going. And he pulls out that stone. And DM,
yeah,
like we were gaining. Have we stopped while talking, or have we stopped?
No, I'm going to say
stopped
you're walking. The stone is growing.
And I wish to ask. So, at any point, did it ever come like? So I'm sensing Elara's distance, whether it's getting further away or closer. And
They've
do I
stopped.
feel like we've been exactly? Yeah. So they've stopped.
They're
Cool.
sleeping.
Oh.
Hey,
Are they?
And do I have a sense of like how, like, do I get vibes on how close we are?
Yeah, you're a mile and a half away.
Jeez. In that case,
It's
it'd be
like 4, 5 a.m. in the morning. So in a minute, I am going to ask for people to roll Constitution saving throws to not have a point of exhaustion.
Ooh, nice.
Well, listen, they've stopped for the night. I can feel it. It's the only way it makes sense, unless they've slit our throat and left F dead in the floor. But I'm saying, mate, it's getting dark. We don't know how many of them there are there. I don't want to do it on an empty belly neither. Let's get some chow on us, get our heads down, and take advantage of the fact they've stopped and do the same.
So you guys gonna keep going? Or are you gonna go to sleep?
Have breakfast, power by food, and then go? Well, it sounds like we'll, take advantage of the fact they've stopped.
Well, so you said
Get
it's
in.
about 5, 6 a.m. right now?
4 or 5, yeah.
4 or 5 a.m. Well, I think that perhaps maybe we should just go in now before everyone wakes up. Because maybe we could sneak in and get Elara out without alerting anyone. But if we wait, they might all start to rouse soon.
Agreed.
It's all very good, man. I like it, but one thing I'm worried about is when you're going in somewhere, you've always got to have a fallback plan. Now, I'm looking at all your eyes, and I can't see the colour because it's pretty fucking dark, if I'm honest.
Hasma's glow in the dark. It's really unsettling.
Except yours, mate. You should get that looked at. But besides from that, I don't want to be hurting while I'm running for my life, mate. You know what I mean?
I actually
Things go tits up.
I think that
Ooh.
if things are going to go tits up, as you said, just as likely going to happen now as it will be after breakfast. So,
I mean, if we want to stop for a moment to eat something, it's not the end of the world.
I'm on Toad's wavelength here. I think the fewer of them awake, the better. And if everything does go tits up, he pulls out the scroll. We just decimate them with the ancient power of the winds bestowed upon us by the spirits that be. Or Toad, Pod, play your happy little flute and blow them up.
I have been practicing.
Great.
You need not worry, Archibald.
Well, I think at the very least, you've persuaded me somewhat. We should go and at least take the opportunity to observe.
You need not fear. It is meant to be. We will be successful, and we will all make it out alive.
Agreed.
I like that thinking. Let's go. And,
Right.
So,
I'll let you know when we get close.
do we do our Constitution saving rolls now?
In fact, DM, I would like to spend 10 minutes casting Detect Magic, actually.
Yeah, of course.
Too.
Yeah, and Arvis, it's the first time you've seen him do anything of this kind of vibe, man. You've seen him always a man tinkering with shit, with always finding little improvisations to meet a certain need, but this time he's doing something else. He's got a little mortar and testing, see him just grinding away, looking around. Most of 10 minutes, adding a little bit of this, adding a little bit of that. And you'll notice that he's been using some of that, the alchemist tools that he one day just appeared with one morning. You know, wouldn't answer any questions about. And yeah, eventually he's going to get the concoction just right. Add the right bit of graphite to it, and you'll see his red eyes go a bright grey and then down to dark.
Does that look to me like he's casting magic when I recognize a detect magic spell? Or is it so differently executed that I wouldn't?
It's a question for the DM, I guess. It is artifice, so it is casting spells in a different way. But
Yeah.
I'm sure an arcanist might recognize something's going down. I don't know.
Some elements, but certainly like I'm trying to think of like an analogy, you know, like different ingredients, same cake. But
You're trained in magic, Arvis.
Aye, and he's got like the piece of wood in his teeth that he's been using to generate some heat by rubbing it in the mixture.
Sort of.
What do you mean, mate?
Somewhat. That's detect magic, isn't it?
Listen, mate, I not really all clued up about that arcane stuff, but I don't want to go into too much depth about how I knows what I knows, but I've learned a few things from things I've seen.
Everyone here is so mysterious, Pod. What are you hiding?
I don't think I'm hiding anything.
Nothing?
No,
You're not
not that I'm aware of.
secret monarch, you don't have a cult, you don't pray to an evil god, you
Ah, you know which god I pray to.
kill him for, yes, in excruciating detail.
I'm not a secret monarch. It just hasn't come up in conversation until now.
But you are on a secret mission.
You've also been very evasive in your answers up until now.
I shouldn't
Yes,
said
you
anything.
have.
We should go get Elara.
Case in point.
Yes, Elara Lumina.
Jamie, what was the DC for the Constitution saving throw we had to do?
I haven't asked yet.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw, everyone, please.
Oh, so we are reaching that point then.
God damn it.
As you approach the camp, if you're going to stop for
Yeah.
breakfast, I'll give you guys advantage, but time will be lost.
I don't need it. But
I don't think we should stop for breakfast.
I don't know, we should stop for breakfast.
No.
I don't know.
Wow, we're about to try and sneak up, yeah, and we're going to be doing it on disadvantage.
Only
If
if
you
you
fail the
fail.
Only with a con... Yeah. A con...
Fail is a 10 or below.
All right, cool.
I rolled
12.
19.
Rolled a 9. Man's got con.
I rolled
Let's see what comes out.
10.
It's a fucking
Wait, is
3C8.
this a... Oh no, this isn't the check.
So,
So
You
does
rolled a
does
10, that's a
10
pass.
does 10
10
pass or
succeeds.
fail?
10 succeeds. Anything below a 10 fails.
I
A new day
I'm
has
gonna
gone.
roll.
It's now
sorry,
the
go ahead.
25th. You may check your portents.
I've rolled them already. 16,
Sure.
7, 14. I'm wondering whether to use them on
Ooh.
this check. It's D&D. I did well.
Nice. Anybody fail?
Nah, mate.
The adrenaline of working through the night,
Lucky point.
of having to avoid lightning, of Elara's fate, of learning that you are accompanied by royalty, pushes you through the night. And if you could all go on to roll 20 as you approach the outskirts
Ooh.
Oh my
of
god.
what once would have
What?
been an abandoned village. However, in the center of it, you see the faint flickers of what are torches, the simmering embers, glowing embers. I don't even know what I was trying to say. Cindering embers. I was probably trying to say cindering embers of a bonfire, a campfire in the center, and various tents strewn about, as well as buildings with small lights inside. As you have approached what you imagine is some portion of Razor's forces with Elara and maybe Charlie.
Oh my god, Charlie.
Could you all go on roll 20 and drag yourselves onto the map, and I will let you. I will move
The
you.
map is pitch black for me.
Yeah, that's correct.
We need
Doing
to-
dynamic lightning
Where do I drag myself onto?
anywhere, and I'll move you.
Healing from Pod at all? Do we have any healing potions?
I mean, I can heal.
Todd, stop pulling your. Sorry, Toad, pull yourself on once more, but stop pulling yourself quite so much. There were many versions of you.
I
Okay.
was just so excited to be on the map.
I need to scroll out so I'm not going to the wrong place.
Okay, so could you let me know who has
I don't know where I am.
So I'm gonna give you guys vision. You should be able to see stuff off in the distance. When I enable it. We are gonna go into a break, so we can do this in the break. But I wanted to give you guys access to stuff so you can see. Can everybody see torches off in the distance?
No.
I see
Kind
weird
of.
shapes.
Whoa, it's a big map. I don't know if I'm in the correct place.
I see funny old shapes and nothing around me.
Okay, yeah. So who has dark vision?
Me.
I do.
I do. I can see land
Does anybody not have dark vision?
in various
It is me.
directions.
Okay,
Aaron
so
has dark vision, huh?
Who has dark vision?
Wait, I think
You.
I've got
me.
dark vision.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me double check.
I see you should be
I take
10 feet
human.
around you, and that's it.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
Who
I
knows?
can, in honesty, also see some like dynamic shapes. like
I should have no idea if I have dark vision or not.
Mr.
Over-
Jamie,
on-
I can only see black screen
over here.
and an arrow stretching across.
That's okay. I fixed. I think I should have fixed yours now. So with 30 foot of dark vision, does everybody see everything now?
Kind of. I see 3 patches.
Oh, no, yeah, sorry, you
Maybe stuff
shouldn't.
looks good.
Yeah, there you go. There's your 30 feet of dark vision.
I have 60 feet, I think, isn't it?
60 feet, is it?
Let me
Jeez.
check.
You have big dark
I'm-
visions.
I might be
Oh,
wrong. Yeah, 60 feet
I
dark
have-
vision. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
I
60
think I
feet
have.
as well.
Most have 60 feet, and then
As that
upper
was
rates have
that was
120.
just the epitome of like the meme where it's like, no, I've got dark vision. No, I've got dark vision.
No, I got dark vision.
Yeah,
Honestly,
you can
I actually
see
hate
up
it so
to
much
60
about 5th
feet.
edition.
There you go. You can see so you guys are approaching the outskirts of a village, and up ahead, if I've got it right, which I might not have done, you should see torches.
I see funky old shapes.
Yeah.
I like breaking whenever there's a house, I guess. So we just
Yeah.
see like
Yep,
wild
Yeah.
geometries.
yep. I see torches.
Yeah, there's flickering lights off in the distance.
Guys, I think this is a stealth puzzle. Let's go. I'm so excited.
So, with us approaching whatever we're going to do next, as you are desperately attempting to reach Elara, we'll leave it there. And we'll be back at 9:10.
Cool.
Catch you on
See you
a
in
bit.
10 minutes.
While I try to fix the map.
Bye.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. The group are on the outskirts of some long abandoned, forgotten village. Hollowed out husks of houses hide some firelight off in the distance. But you know, Elara still here, or at least the other end of this stone, whatever it is. Is it another trap? Have you been fooled again? Or is Elara here? How do you proceed approaching this problem? In the distance, you see firelight, you see torches, but you know it's deep into the night hours, approaching morning almost. Everyone here's asleep. Or is someone on watch? How are you dealing with this problem in front of you?
Do we think we could get away with a short rest before we move in?
Up to
No.
you.
We're right there.
You guys could wait and sit and
My
watch.
HP is
way.
50%, is all I'm saying.
Just don't get hit.
You are all level 4. There is some healing you could give out beforehand, or you could take a short rest.
Nah,
There are
only my
consequences
spell
to a
slots,
short rest.
actually.
There are consequences to not taking one. Some deadlier than others.
I think the
I don't
short
know,
rest
guys.
is off the table.
I
I've
think
only
we
got so many
agreed
spell
earlier the safest thing to do is to sneak in now
Yeah.
while hopefully everyone's asleep. That way there's
Yeah.
zero conflicts, we don't need to use spells, we don't need to take any damage. We save
If you
Elara,
fall
we get out
down-
of here.
I'll get. Alright.
Casimir will turn to the party and say, "Look, if anyone spots us, I'll magically alter his mind and convince him we're a friend. It will give us enough time."
All right, it's a good contingency plan. And
Heavily
if all
armed
hell
friends.
breaks loose, what's the plan if everything goes boobs in the air?
I will take on the form of Elara, pretend I've escaped, and run into the forest, drawing them away from you.
Great.
Move yourselves around
Right.
the map.
Do
Wherever
we have
you
a
move,
rendezvous?
wherever you move yourself on the map is where your character is. None of this. I'm just looking. So move in tandem and move together.
Okay. So we're not in.
Right.
We're not in combat yet.
No. You guys are scouting around, having a look.
We're scouts. You want to move ahead? Toad, do you have any more of the animal transformations in the bag?
No, I've already done it twice today, so I'm a bit tuckered out, but I still have some other tricks up my sleeve.
Okay.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm a little bit clumsy, so I don't think I should go in first.
I will go with Arvis. Have you got the stone?
No? Ah, yeah, sorry, mate.
Was very obvious.
You and I, let's go in not too far ahead, but first, certainly, see if we can locate the place where Elara confirms she's there, and if possible, report back if it won't take too long.
I can message
Cool.
you from a distance.
What distance?
120 feet, if you can keep that in your mind.
What is that? From here to where?
From here to, he's gonna point out to the corner of a building.
Over
It's on
there.
the map. Over there.
It's
see
pitch
that?
black.
See that
I-
post? You
I
can't see in
don't-
the dark?
No.
Really? Alright, well, I'll try to keep an eye on you. You can reply.
Perfect.
Wave if you have an update.
You'll be able to see me. Good. Okay.
I'll be watching. If I can't see you, then I can't do it, so make yourself visible. Back this way.
Right. All right, Mercy, mate.
Flash a mirror
Now,
at
I
us or
don't think
something.
this lot are a bunch of fucking geniuses, but I do think we should watch out for a few, wouldn't call them traps, you know, just a bit of wire with a bell, good enough for a little camp like this. Just keep an eye out, right, mate?
I'll follow your lead then.
Right, in that case, let's stay 20 feet from one another. You watch my footsteps and you step in those. That way, if I've dodged a trap, it means you've dodged it too. And if I trip one over, it means you might survive. All right?
Sounds good. I'll keep an eye out.
Right.
I've actually lost Arvis on the map, but I would have been 10 feet behind him.
In fact, so yeah, what is your vision in this light?
10.
In that case, you'll have to stay 10 feet behind me on account of your shortcomings.
It's
So,
dark.
it's dark for some, mate.
Jamie, we
hold on
can see a
minute, and
mysterious
DM,
arrow coming from the side of the map. Hope that's not you.
Just gonna roll for it.
The god.
Oh, everyone dies.
Sorry?
Everyone dies.
No.
Let's start again,
Nice.
guys. Good
I wanted to say, DM, that I think I've spotted a character, something over here.
Yeah.
Or is that
you
like
see
a?
it. Yeah, no, you do. You see someone patrolling. You see a flicker of a figure walking in the light.
Yeah,
They don't
all
see
right.
you.
They've got a bloke over there. It looks just kind of roughly humanoid. Got a long
Roughly
pole in their
humanoid.
hand.
Yeah, roughly humanoid, leather armor, some kind of weapon.
For the sake of the stream, I'm gonna move Toad to follow Mercy and Arvis so they can see what they see. If that's alright.
Nice.
I assume we're all hidden though, right? In our little gang at the back?
Yes. I am moving the people patrolling around on the map as they're walking.
And DM, can I say this appears to be a building, does it?
Yes.
And this appears to be like a broken down building, like a hollowed
Yes.
out.
Yeah. That's why it's not blocking so much view.
Cool. And from here, can we hear anything now that we're relatively close to these buildings? Can't hear any snoring.
You can't hear any. You can't hear
scoreboard
any.
squeaking?
So you can't hear anything from the buildings either side of you. Now that you're this close, you do hear the occasional footfall off in the distance, especially someone with your keen hearing, Arvis.
They're all fucking round, mate. But stay calm, all right? He grabs Mercy by the cross. Stay fucking calm, all right, mate? Let's go. And Arvis is probably going to make a move up until this wall over here, moving stealthily, of course. Hollowed out buildings, seeming hollowed out, with no folks inside.
No one inside.
In that case, probably going to start making a move. In fact, probably creep up to the edge of the building here. And no one's appeared in any of the windows, like over here, for example.
No. Neither.
Cool. And this figure over in this distance to the northeast, are they hooded? Are they helmeted? Are they bareheaded?
Bareheaded.
And can I see pointy ears or more traditional ears on these?
More
creatures?
normal ears.
Okay, cool. Right. In that case, Arvis is probably gonna start moving in this direction again, creeping with a. Let me get my.
Is the stone that Arvis
Creeping.
holding pointing him towards where Elara is, or has it kind of stopped?
Yeah, north
Really good
still.
point.
It's very
Just
warm.
like
It's
direct
tilted.
north or
Yeah.
like northwest, northeast.
Direct north.
Okay, cool. And Arvis is probably going to make his way over to here. take a peek in a window, of course, just in case. No one inside.
No one inside.
Cool. Up to this corner. And something's obscuring light here. Is that a tree? Is that a hill?
Is it? I don't know about that. Sorry.
Something. I feel like I've got light obscured along this line. Maybe that's the edge of
No.
the building,
There's a torch on the edge of the light here, so it's the edge of your vision. It's like there are torches scattered around here.
Sure. Just I have a straight line across here, which implies something's blocking it.
Yeah. No, as in just like that's the extent of your vision. So you can see here, like up to about here. That's the end of your vision, right?
I can't see where you're marking. You may have yours set to.
Oh
invisible.
yeah, sorry, I do see. Yeah. So like the end of your vision is here.
Mm-hmm.
There are just various
Yes.
torches dotted around extending that.
Okay, cool. So, for example, there isn't like a wall along here or a wall along here.
There is a wall along here. This is a building. Where's my
Okay.
distance thing? What even? Yeah, this is a building here. But this here is just an open pathway.
Cool. And I was probably going to sneak through these shrub sort of areas to see if, just checking out angles, basically.
Yeah,
getting
as you
views.
peer in through the window, there are two figures sleeping in this building.
Sleeping.
Neither are Elara.
Cool. And having moved to the west, do I feel any change in the polarity of the pulse of
Yeah,
Elara? or is it just direct
northeast.
More northeast. Got it. And Arvis is going to whisper to the two of them.
Just
"Yeah, a
Mercy.
couple of blokes. Oh, right. So, yeah, to Mercy. Yeah, we've got a couple of blokes in here. And then he sort of looks back in the direction of...
Coming around the corner, somebody's patrol walks past. Could I have a stealth check from both of you?
Ooh.
This is
so
so
exciting.
exciting.
Remember the Harry Potter games where you had to sneak past prefects? They scared me so much.
I was
when
thinking
was a
more
child.
Ocarina of Time. Zelda.
And out of curiosity, does Mercy have any ranged weapons like darts or something like that?
Yeah.
26. Arvis, yeah, wow.
They've got dots.
24, natural 20. Both of you
Slick and
push
rigid.
yourselves against the thing, hide behind somebody, and fade into the background. And the patrol walks past, seems to walk to the edge of the thing, turns around, keeps walking back, out of line of sight.
Nice. And Arvis is going to take that opportunity, and you'll see him pull out a little copper wire, and he'll wrap it around one of his teeth. You see it kind of like sparks light. His eyes begin twitching, spasming, as some kind of little voltage goes through his face. But you hear him sort of whisper, "Right, they've got a couple of blokes," and probably Casimir or Podma or somebody back there will hear into their ears, sort of like a static kind of radio sound, like crackly, and a tinny voice comes through like, "This is Arvis. This is Arvis. We've got a couple of blokes in our building over here. Two patrols in the west and the east. Keep your eyes peeled." And then you hear it crackle and fade out.
Noted. Should we proceed? Enter the building, perhaps?
Don't think it's worth it, mate. Unless you don't want to kill these cats.
Alright, we'll hold. Good job.
Mercy will
And then
take on
he's
the
gonna-
form of one of these guards.
Nice.
Nice.
Cool. And I think Arvis is probably going to stealthily move below the window line just up to here. And in doing so, I'm seeing another building, I believe, over in this location, maybe over here.
Yep, absolutely.
And also, in terms of like the torchlight, am I walking into torchlight here? I'm on the outskirts of
Yes,
it. Like,
you
what's
are.
the-
You're walking into torchlight.
Okay, cool.
So basically, areas that can see beyond your vision, it's difficult because I thought the torches were more obvious to you. I think I'm going to have to place down like torches or like flares. I'm just going to do that now in the areas points.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
The shrubs, there's like a tree in the middle of the town.
Yeah.
Is that an actual shrub?
yeah,
And how tall is it? Or how
it's like
big
sorry,
is
it's a tree. Sorry, it's
it? Oh,
quite
it's
large.
a tree. Oh, okay. So no, like shrub cover at ground level then.
No,
Jamie,
Mm.
these torches that you're putting down, Is this like Baldur's Gate and we can put them out to reduce vision?
Yeah, sure.
Hell yeah. I mean, I'm not there to say that, but I'm sure you guys would think of that. This is such a fun scenario.
Do you think we could make it across, or would we risk being spotted?
It's a risk, mate. I mean, these windows, and he looks at the windows over here, Jamie, this building, and the one next to the torch here. And are we seeing anything in the way of people occupying these windows?
Nobody's in that one, either of them.
Cool. It's hard to see what's going on.
Yeah, sorry, I know it's hard to see what's going on. I'm kind of half watching the stream. I think there is no one up. So those, can you see the torch now? Like that's symbolic of a torch up ahead of you.
Yeah.
The little fire.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, just give me 2 seconds. I just need to drop ever so quickly. Talk amongst yourself. Promote things to the stream. Sorry. Give me 2 seconds.
Nice. What I think I'll do is when Jamie's back is I'll ask him if he can put down like red circles or something on the map that so like we just know where general sources of light are coming from, which
And
would
if we
be
could like
easy to kind of know about.
yeah, maybe we could outline the buildings in a color because I think there's one right next to us. There's like a hard line. Like I guess this to me looks like a building. I don't know if you can see this, but
Yeah, I saw
We're all
that.
so
I can see
blind.
I can see the shadow, the square of shadow where that
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
But that's a good idea to like outline buildings as well. It's like places we kind of haven't seen.
I'll circle the torches in orange that I'm aware of, and then I'll outline buildings in blue.
oh, thank you.
Very nice.
Because
I like
maybe we could try take a look at that building. See, I'm a bit worried if patrol finds us.
You guys might be far enough away to be okay. There was an empty building. You could hide in an empty building, of course.
Hello, sorry
it
about
was,
that.
It's
Thank
the
you.
one behind us. I think you
Yeah,
could hide in.
yeah.
Might be a
So-
good idea.
Yeah, so DM, there was a request from us if you could put like maybe visible circles in places where the torches, where we'd obviously know the sources of light. If those could be like visible all the time kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely, will do. Oh, as in like on the map, so it's clear to you guys. Yeah, fine.
I went
Yes, so
outlining
less like their
buildings for us.
objects. Yeah. Any buildings we've seen, of course, which, yeah.
Could I try and throw a dart at a torch to put it out?
I'd certainly let you try.
Fuck that. In fact, yeah. Okay, cool. I've got a nice feature and trait I've not used before, so I need to take a quick look at this.
I'll give it a go for the one that's directly in front of me. For this one.
Okay, sure. Are you you're seeing that are you guys seeing these circles that are getting drawn? The red ones on the map.
Yeah.
No, I'm not
I suppose
seeing. I've
dark
seen the
vision
two.
peeps are.
As a dark vision peep, no.
I could see one like top left.
Yeah, I can see top left.
You guys might have needed to uncover them before.
They have different
Okay,
vision
I
from
see
us
them.
because they're at the corner of the map.
Yeah, we see different stuff to you
Can you
guys.
zoom out? Sorry.
Oh, there's
Are you-
one there that just appeared on screen now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've seen one which is here next to an orange circle torch. But that's because I can probably see it directly. I can also see this one here, which is an orange circle.
Yeah. You've seen that off in the distance. These are the ones you've seen.
Yeah.
I think the problem is that anything that, because of the dynamic lighting, if we don't have vision of it, anything you draw on the map will also disappear. So we need to have vision of it.
Okay.
Maybe you can put
What about
5
that?
feet of visibility on each torch, maybe?
Yeah, I'm trying to fix this. Apologies.
That's all
let
good,
me-
man. This must be a nightmare.
Let me dynamic lighting. So these are emitting 20 feet of bright light in all areas.
I think the dynamic lighting
It's like
we
I
had
can't
before was better.
distinguish. In the minute, it's just difficult to distinguish between like what's my vision and what is
Light.
a torch, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, I understand
Like, so
that.
I don't
So,
know
like,
if I'm walking into the light currently.
yeah,
Let
yeah,
me try and put out the one in front of us.
yeah, sure. And we'll see what happens there. So, like, I think, Luke, if I like move your character here, right, you can see a lot more, and those areas are like not the light, right?
Yes. Yes, I can see those.
So I think like you just need to be able to. It's obviously difficult to visualize, but like you can see 60 feet around you. If you can see further, it's light.
Cool. Visible sense. And remind me, sorry, this building is one with this one's got blokes in here, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Cool. In that case, probably going to head back this way to the edge of this building, just to have a look around this corner.
Yep. Glancing around that corner, off in the distance,
Oh,
you
this is
see.
a big ass building.
Yep, sorry. Just you can step into it. As you jump at the side, you see off in the distance quite a well lit path with a patrol working the other way.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Right. Just check my gear. I've got good distraction stuff, spells wise, some bits. Cool.
The rest of you, make stealth rolls for me. The 3 of you.
Okay.
Sorry, the 4 of you, including Toad, because Toad's back here.
Oh,
As you see someone emerge at the edge of this building, very outskirts of the village, look out into the forest at all of you.
Is someone gonna roll for Quan?
Yeah, I'll roll for one.
Does he have disadvantage if he's staying still? Because like I feel
No,
like
that's
it's
fine,
the
no.
armor is what makes the noise when he walks, right?
Yeah, I was
No,
about
that's
to
fine.
ask. Do I have disadvantage?
No, if you're just
Okay,
sleeping
in that
still, it's
case,
moving. With...
I don't know which one was my first roll. Give me a moment.
You're hiding rather than stealthing, it's a different roll.
Okay.
Is it 12?
Okay, I'll roll for the guy.
I rolled a 17.
Okay. Nope. You're all just seems to kind of take a second, take a puff of something, turns back. The light, however, off in the distance, the sun is beginning to rise. You have limited time.
Can I try and put out this torch in the middle of
Yeah,
town?
go for it. Make an attack roll.
Natural 20!
Yeah, torch
Whoa.
vanishes, snuffs out.
Okay, I'm gonna make the run. I know where the thing is. I'm gonna try and... Wait, is that...
I'm moving to the street.
I think that's still in darkness, right, Jamie? Because I can only... The edge of my vision continues from here, so the dark starts where this
Yeah.
torch was,
You're
right?
still in darkness. Yeah,
I'm still in darkness. Excellent. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna make the run. I'm gonna say to... Come, the torch is out. Let's go now.
Right, let's fucking do this. Up to the building. DM, any sounds, any sights through windows?
Yeah, you look inside. There's another 2 people sleeping in here.
The storm.
Fuck, it's not the right one. Stone, yeah, DM,
Elara is still to the northeast.
Right, cool. Northeast, mate. Northeast is the way to go. Gonna take a peek around this one.
Take it.
Anything?
This one. Oh, shit.
You see off in the distance here, where I'm pinging, you see
Yeah.
another patrol.
Cool. And they're just doing around the outskirts, right?
Yep.
Cool. I'll come back around this way. Join you. That's a
I
torch to
hand
the north. Is it?
Arvis a dart, and I say, 2 torches, 2 throws.
Mate, if we put them all out, something will be up.
The sun is rising. We've got to move quickly. We no
Fucking
longer have
right.
the luxury of time.
Right then,
I'm
DM.
gonna make my roll. 25.
25. Yep. Torch flickers out ahead of you.
Inventory. I think I'll just use a dagger because I have the same stats with it.
Okay.
That is a 17.
Yep. 17 works. 2 torches
Okay.
go out, and they're one ahead of you.
Nice.
Okay. I creep
We've
round.
got a bloke to our west, mate. One times geezer.
It seems to be staring at the torches, like as you put them out. Just kind of just walk up to one, seems to always try to reignite it, sees it's damage on repair, swears under his breath. Stealth rolls from both of you.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Your stealth is much better than mine.
So mine's 28 there.
I'm going to use Portent for a 14.
Okay.
Plus,
I'll roll.
plus 4 is 18.
Remember, Mercy's currently
Okay.
changelinged into a guard.
Yep. I rolled a 3. Doesn't seem to notice anything. Seems more frustrated. You see him walking off to the north. You see him meet together with another one, and they seem to be talking.
Cool, we keep
And-
going.
There's a torch just here, right?
No, you. Sorry. You guys, that one's gone out.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
And right now, where am I feeling Elara? Is it northeast still or directly east?
Northeast still.
Still. How big is this map, bro? So,
Yeah.
and Arvis is going to point probably in this direction, like that building over there.
Yeah,
I reckon
you
this
see a
one,
building here. There's a tree here, and it's
Mhm.
to the north. In this this building is one you can just about make out the thing. This is where you think Elara is.
Cool. And have we seen any like sentries around here or anything like that?
Do you
Any
see
people in
one of them
windows?
appearing off? So you get the sense it's a big circle, and this is the tip of the circle. So they seem to
Mm.
come here, meet, and then go
And then
back
they
round.
go back round.
Cool.
Okay, so I see the west one. In the torchlight, and I just say, oh, they're passing to our west, and that one's passing to our east as well. Just hold for a second.
Cool. In that case, we'll stay with our nice little stealth rolls.
Okay.
And they're just chilling there, these guys, or are they moving?
No,
on?
no. They seem to chat. They seem to talk. One of them seems to be trying to ignite a torch, and then they leave. You might think you have a clear pass.
Cool. In that case, and to the north of us, I see this building here, but is that like loads of bushes around the side of it as well, or trees, or what is that?
Which one? Sorry, the one directly. This is just
So-
another building. So you got two buildings. There's
Sure.
like
And
four
to the
buildings. that
east
make-
and west of it,
That's
is
the
that like what
building
is
you think
this?
Elara is in. That's like,
So like the green.
the largest of the buildings.
So I'm pulsing in a spot here, which is green. Is that like bushes, or is that like
No, that's
trees?
just like
It doesn't seem to be
it's just like
grass.
shrubbery. No.
Okay, cool. Shrubbery. Right. I think we should move up to this building over here,
Let's
and
go.
he points to the one directly north, and then move northeast from there.
Jamie,
fucking do this.
one last dart as I run.
Yep. Which light are you trying to take out?
This one.
Okay. Yep. Sure. Roll for it.
15.
Yeah. 15. Pff, vanishes.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
There is one here.
There's
There's
one
like
here.
this area here is quite well lit.
I can't see your. I
Here.
can't see your pulse. Jim.
Over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Mercer was just tap Harvest in the shot. The torch over there is gone. I think we should go this way. And he beckons towards the east. Runs up to the thing, crouches down behind it, and then runs over to the building.
Alvis does the same.
Here. Could you both make perception checks as you peer in?
Mm-hmm.
23.
23. Arvis, it's a little murky. You can't quite make it out. Mercy, however, as you see the outlines of 4 figures. 2 tied to a post. The other 2 snoozing against a wall. Maybe guards who fell asleep.
Ooh.
2 captives, 2 guards, possibly asleep. I'm not sure though. They look like they could be woken quite easily. We would have to be extremely quiet.
Sorry, 2 captives, 2 guards, was it?
Yep.
Right. I'm just going to very quickly check my spell list. Okay, cool. Oh, fireball won't help us.
I'll just reveal it to make it nice and easy for everyone.
Others, now might be the opportunity that our endeavor parts ways temporarily, were I to make a noise and you were to untie Elara and whoever is captive quietly, you could escape now. What do you think of that?
I like it, mate. Just means you got to know which way to make that noise and which way to take it. Looking like the safest way out of here is going to be to the east northeast, then go around a long way. If you're going to be making noise, I feel like you've got to be going west, mate,
I'll go west.
or maybe north.
I don't have anything on me though
To make noise,
to make noise.
I hear you talking to the right bloke, mate. And Arvis is going to take out just the bag of ball bearings, pair of tweezers, and he takes one out.
Mm-hmm.
And he
What are you
pulls
trying?
down from side of his eye, like a just kind of like magnifying monocle. And it's one of his big red eyes just goes like fucking awesome. And I'm going to use my first level magical tinkering ability. So you learn how to invest a spark of magic into mundane objects. take my thieves' tools, which is the pair of tweezers, touch a tiny non-magical object as an action, and give it one of the following properties. So, whenever tapped by a creature, it emits a recorded message that can be heard up to 10 feet away, or the object continuously emits. Yeah, so the tap. So yeah, that's what I'll have. Probably an object that can be tapped and then emits a recorded message.
Okay, sure.
I think. Or, and in fact, Arvis will say, mate, you know what we can do? I can fucking set one of these ball bearings with a bunch of sounds on it. Dogs barking, whatever you want. I can fucking throw it out here to the west. Al's going looking after it for sure. Sound of breaking sticks alone. How about that?
That sounds even better. I'll remain here then and wait on guard in case you need any backup.
Right. Well, you wait here first, exactly, because I'm going to go in, hopefully untie. And so Elara's been there, and then there's a second captive, which we do know or don't know, sorry.
Don't know. You don't know who the second captive will be.
I don't fucking like this other bloke, mate. Does it appear to be male or female?
You didn't roll very well.
Does it appear to be male or female?
Male.
They looked muscular build, probably male. It's dark though. I really couldn't see more.
Right, mate. Well, just want you to know this could be a fucking trap, all right? And actually, just Jamie, just to understand the stone itself, did we know if there was like a counterpart stone, or literally we've just been given a stone and we know it? Like
You found it like around the thing with a hastily scrawled note saying, "Use this to find me." So.
The fuck are we doing here? And he's gonna say, "It's like, right, mate. Well, this could be one hell of a trap in here." And DM can actually look in and look around for traps.
Yeah, as you peer in, make an investigation check.
Help.
Ben's
Nice.
helping.
Yep.
Cool. That was an 18, and then let's throw another one. 24, boy.
24.
Any traps, any trickery, any squeaky
As you look in-
floorboards, any...
It looks quite decrepit. There is a tripwire.
Out the door?
No, several steps in. Around where the four of them are.
So it's like a circle around the
Yeah.
two captives and two captors.
And the two got, yeah.
And was one of them visibly Elara, like by clothing?
Yeah, it's Elara.
Cool. Yeah, what mine's?
I don't mean to rush you, but I can see the first light of dawn. If we're to do this, we need to do this now.
All right. And spits on his hand and grabs yours. Doesn't even wait for you to shake it. Squeezes it hard. Just says, "Good fucking luck." And Arvis is going to take out 3 ball bearings, and cast and use his tinkering ability on each of them and throw those. In fact, no, it's nice and quiet already.
Yeah.
So cool. Player to player, what do you think? What do you think, Ben? Like sound distraction or not, or like just because like these people are asleep inside and know where the trap is. Like,
Just want a minor distraction, or someone's going to wake up the whole camp.
Just hold it.
Sneak
For
now.
it. Sneak it,
Just
bro.
hold
Yeah.
it for now. Just hold it.
sneak it. We're sneaking it, bro. So there's doors, there windows. What's the deal?
This is an old building. Like the doors are kind of, closed but could easily be opened. They might squeak. Windows are kind of boarded up. But like panels are missing. You could find a way to sneak in if you wanted.
I will sneak in.
Wait, is
I'll
that
say we do-
Silas Briarwood?
Yeah, I'm just using it as a token for now. It's
Silas
He's supposed to-
Briarwood, what are you
Oh my
doing
god,
here?
he's back, guys.
Count
Let's
Daddy?
count.
my
Daddy's gonna
God.
give some diamonds. We'll be set for the rest of the campaign.
Oh.
you don't get Count Daddy anymore. You get Grayson.
Oh, oh my my god, you guys gotta rescue Grayson. He's my backup character.
Well, that might have been a crossover universe into.
You get Grog, actually. Grog just murders everybody. That's the end.
Alright.
Actually, what I do is give Mercy one of the two ball bearings that, when tapped, will emit just like crying sounds.
Cool.
Okay. Sure. You sneak in.
Just like sobbing.
It's like a large grand entrance hall. Presumably once this belonged to whoever owned this house, maybe was in charge of the village, an important community member. One stairs would have led up to certain things, different rooms leading out, but right now it is just a large open room. The pole in the center that seems to be erected with both of the prisoners being held there and kind of off to the side. You are in a room with people who can be woken. If you take, I would say at the moment, based on your previous stealth rolls, you are fine. The minute you take any action, it will be accompanied by a stealth roll.
Damn, Daniel.
Damn. Okay.
Is it worth like alerting? Did Elara look asleep, by the way?
They are both, yeah, both the captives are either unconscious or asleep. I mean, same thing, but one is induced, obviously.
And one, are they tied together or like tied next to each
No,
other?
tied to the same pole next to each other.
Cool. In that case, Arvis is probably going to try and bring her around without putting her into a moment where she might scream. In fact, no, Arvis is going to creep over there. He's going to... And the wire, the trip wire, is it taut or is it like, is it slack to it?
It's fairly
Is it
taut.
like...
You'd need to... You wanted to find the mechanism by which... You have seen an alarm spell before.
Cool. How do you disarm that again? I think you just make an investigation check, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Alarm spell. 5e. Let's choose with that.
Yeah, it's an Arcana check to detect it.
Right.
Ooh.
So I've seen the
It
wire.
cannot,
I don't
it cannot
know
be
necessarily
disabled,
spell.
but it can be bypassed easily if you just walk over it. So it's just the fact you've
Cool.
seen it is the problem for them.
Arvis is going over it. He's going over to Elara, and
Yep.
he is probably gonna put his hand on her mouth.
She wakes up immediately,
Oh.
like, eyes snap open, like immediately goes to say
shut up.
something.
And he's just gonna be like, and his red eyes, he's just gonna wink one red eye.
Just gonna nod.
And how's she tied? How's she?
Just her hands are like bound
Down.
and gagged.
DM, I wish to untie these ropes.
I'd say actually you don't need to. With your experience, ropes. You after a little bit of time managed to unroll it. That will be a stealth roll though.
Cool. Come on, baby. It's a 21.
Nice.
I mean,
21,
not
yeah.
that camp.
Slowly
I
but
feel
surely.
like Casimir's like yawned and put his head on Pod's shoulder kind of sleepily because he looks really soft, like a big furry pillow.
Slowly but surely, you undo the ropes. They drop to the floor. Elara kind of dusts them off. You see bruises. You see that she's clearly taken some damage. Like bruised collarbone. Kind of gets herself to her feet. They're a bit gingerly. Don't you do your eyes at me?
What?
What are you talking about?
Kind of
Bruised collarbone,
strides
huh?
to her
She's
feet
been
and
hanging out
like
Silas
lunges
Brentwood?
as silently as she can, lunges herself at Arvis to give him a hug.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh.
Arvis, face unchanged, physical, nothing unchanged, just stone of a creature, just. And he leans in, hot breath on her ear. You probably hear a slight of saliva as his big maw like opens next to her ear, and he just goes, "There's an alarm around us. Keep your eyes open." So I'm speaking a little louder just so you guys can hear me.
Yeah.
There's an alarm. There's a cable around us. Don't touch it. It's a spell. It'll ring a bell in somebody's head. So
Okay.
go quiet. Right?
Elarvis? Is that the ship
Elara.
name?
Oh my god, Elara and Arvis.
It was meant to be gross, guys. Like you've seen this guy. He's got metal teeth and shit.
I'm
like,
sorry. I grew up on
Lord.
fan fiction. The moment someone says hot breath in her ear.
Yeah.
Look, we've all seen Beauty and the Beast, right? Like,
A face that
Wow.
only
He's
a
not a
mother could
beast.
love.
He's just a little guy.
no, but I mean, it's like it's all
Wow.
about the heart within. It's not about what you look like outside.
Yeah.
He's young, she's young.
He's got a castle.
She's 3
He's a
weeks
weird
old.
rat.
Oh god, yeah.
Cradle snatcher.
Oh, I'm
and
oh.
And it's weird.
Is everyone
And
else
it's-
safe? Is everyone else here?
everyone's here. And he goes like, still holding her, like, who's this fucking bloke? There's the sort of guy's tied up next to us. One of
I don't
them.
know. He's been unconscious the whole time.
Been unconscious, as in like, you've been unconscious the whole time. You seen him? You seen him tonight?
No.
We're taking him.
I don't know.
Fucking leave him. Fuck this bloke. And we're gonna leave.
Okay. Looking down at him, I will describe him to you, so that you can at
Maybe
least
he's
make
like,
your
listen to my
informed.
NPC.
No, yeah, listen to my NPC that you may or may not choose. Ultimately, it's up to you. A tall, relatively slender man, slick
he
back
hot?
raven hair, sharp jawline, piercing, ice blue eyes that you haven't seen yet.
He's hot. Take him, bring him back.
Eerily perfect is how I describe his appearance. Even now,
So
too well
Arvis
put
grabs
together.
Alara, throws her into the alarm, grabs this man and kisses. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. He's good. Even now, finely tailored, dark shades, very intricate patterns depicting flames on them. Around his neck, there is a silver pendant, an emblem that depicts a set of scales.
He sounds
like you're kind
important,
of
you guys.
Scales? Is it
Sounds
like,
like you've
as
just
in like
described
reptile
Catherine
scales or like
Flames?
wings?
As in, like, fate scales.
Wait, so
He's
would
a scale.
He's a Calamvarite, save him now.
Mm.
He's one of me.
He's a
What's the
Calamvar
limit?
guy, and he's hot, guys.
Do I see?
Wait, no, he's gonna replace me.
Yeah, you come in as well.
no one can
Kazuma takes
replace
one look at him and he's
Pod.
like, "Pod, thank you for your service."
Oh wow.
Rude, honestly. Rude.
So Arvis doesn't know what this guy's about. Elara presumably doesn't know, can't work out those distinctions either about him.
Isn't
Arvis can say no.
Even
Arvis
Mercy
doesn't, you don't have
there?
to. Mercy is there, right?
Yeah.
What does Mercy think about this NPC?
Do I recognize this person?
No.
But I recognize his insignia.
Just him. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I
It's,
just
a,
point,
it's,
I'm like,
it's the symbol of Asmodeus.
oh my goodness, take
Oh.
him, bring him home.
I just point and I'm like, thumbs up.
And Arvis is just like, sort of like, grits his teeth looking at Mercy, just like, I wasn't part of the plan, you fuck. And in that case, Arvis is going to take Elara out of the room and
Yeah.
to Mercy.
Okay.
And Martin
Leading
message.
the way.
Lara's gonna give you a big hug as well.
Okay.
I don't recognize you, but thanks.
And he's going to go, Mercy.
Oh, Mercy.
Yeah, sorry, go
Oh,
ahead.
Mercy. Oh.
We have time for chat later. Elara, make no noise, or we will be killed.
Okay.
And that fucking bloke there, I'm leaving him, right? I'm fucking leaving him, right?
I do not believe that we should allow a servant of the lawful devil to be captured. An enemy of our enemy could be a friend. If nothing else, he may prove a useful distraction. If indeed it is a he, which I doubt.
Mercy as an ally.
All right, in that case, he's going to say to Mercy, you get her out of here. I'm going to unleash this problem.
You know what you said? Safest way is north and east. I expect you in 20 seconds. And Mercy turns and takes Elara, come with me.
Okay.
And
And
DM
Elara will speak up,
in
and
this-
I will have Mercy and Elara perform a joint stealth check. So if you could roll for Elara to decide whether or not you make it out of the village successfully.
Can I use my portent to substitute this roll?
Yeah, of course.
16 plus 4.
15. Cool. We'll see how 20 results. Arvis.
DM. I'm gonna peek back in the window. Guy's still there, tied up. I'm going in.
As he goes in, you're fine. You know this area. I will. If you do anything, though, stealth roll.
Right. In fact, sorry. Before I go in, actually, what I meant to do was this, which was how long did it last? Yeah, fine. I was gonna, while I was out there, had the privacy to do so. Use my action to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay, sure.
Very nice. And then I'm gonna move in, and yeah, I'm gonna use my action to.
So this person, looking them over, is not bound by rope. They are bound by some form of handcuffs that aren't made of metal or rope, but almost a translucent light. Could you make a wisdom saving throw if you touch them?
I don't think I have touched them. For
No, that's fine.
Light, if I'm honest. I'm just gonna turn around and leave. Like, I don't know what can be done to this geezer. Like, that's beyond my talents. It's not.
This is starting to feel like a DM trap, you guys.
Yeah. Sounds so hot. We should take him.
What I will say, DM, is he got any cool shit on him?
Look in his pockets.
I can look in his pockets. Do I see? Sure. No, he's not going to have anything on him. Do the guards have like any shit? Like,
the guards around you. The guards around you. There's like food sacks. This seems to be like the storage room as well. So there are food sacks. There are weapons. Various tents. Equipment for being out.
What I mean is, like, is this captive's gear here as well?
Make an investigation check and roll a stealth check.
All right.
This is bonus content, Luke. You don't have to do this. We got the target.
So that's investigation 20.
Investigation
and
20.
A stealth check.
Yep.
It's an 11, which I'll probably roll a lucky point to re-roll.
That is a 2. You rolled a 2. There is one worse roll. As in, like, 2 plus 9. Yeah, there's 11.
Yeah. And then
re-roll yourself then for a lucky
25.
25.
Clean.
Phew.
You don't find anything of his, but you do find a note. His name is Varos, Varos. Do not release him. Naliska needs him.
Why?
Now I just want to.
We should release him if Naliska needs him. We have to release him.
No, I'm all for. I enjoy this kind of conversation. I love the conspiracy. But
Naliska's the bad guy.
Naliska is an asshole.
Naliska's our enemy.
It's beyond my character's means. I'm sure it's a dispel magic, but it's not a spell I possess.
Oh shit!
You could try and touch the handcuffs.
And just get electrocuted.
Maybe you could just leave him a dagger or something.
Yeah,
Wake him
that's
up.
a nice idea. I might just slip a weapon into his pocket. I do have a spare dagger.
Yeah.
And if he ever wants to use that, he can do.
Or a set of lockpicks, maybe? I mean...
I've only got one pair of thieves' tools to me, mate. But maybe I could let an improvised a bit of something. They do have copper wire, for example. I know that much. So what I'll probably do is just slip into a pocket of his bit of copper wire and probably a dagger as well. DM.
Okay.
Just let it go.
I'll let you do that for free.
And eggs you went.
So, could you roll a stealth roll to get back to the party?
Okay, I'm gonna get rid of my dagger. I've only got one left, and a stealth roll to get back to the party. Woo! Away!
Luke, I gave you a dart, so maybe you want to just drop that instead.
Cool. Yes, that's a really nice idea. I'll leave the dart in that case. Dagger. I want that back, mate. Stealth roll. Let's do that then first. That's come out as a 12, which I do believe I've got one more lucky point left.
Yep, one more.
Is it worth it though? Maybe a bit of fun. Maybe a bit of a skedaddle might be fun. Fuck it. Yeah, cool. Let's burn the point, see what happens. Yeah, let's roll that stealth. 21 savage.
21. Okay. Both
This
of
is
you.
why rogues should get like 1 luck point, 1 by default.
So,
Do it.
the rest of you, falling asleep as you are, unsure, battle ready, or trying to
I think they're all
Re-
dead.
there is no disturbance up ahead of you. The patrols keep going and you keep hiding. However, out of the shadows, see Mercy, Elara, and Arvis appear beside you. And Elara runs up and gives each of you a massive hug. Like quiet or trying to, clearly wanting to say something.
No, touch me, please.
There is no stopping Elara's hug.
Oh, good job.
Arthur says, right, there'll be 5 gold each.
As if I have 5 gold, Arvis.
I'll put it in
Mercy
your tent, mate.
Mercy puts 10 gold in Arvis's hand.
Shit.
You've made it.
Toad hands Arvis a platinum piece.
So,
The sovereign got sovereign.
Sovereign's minted!
Sovereign. He is a king. We need to go right now
Yes.
before they discover that we have been here. No more. Let's go.
Yes, can we cover our tracks or anything? No. Alright, we'll just put distance behind us quickly and find somewhere to hide.
In theory, we could with like a survival check, but I ain't got them skills. Maybe Pod's got some good survival.
I have +5 actually. Yeah. Do you want me to roll for survival?
Yeah, go ahead. Attempt to cover your tracks.
That is a 18.
Hey!
18. Wow, very nice. As you move away, covering upon, using kind of, double backing on yourself, moving across, hopefully you've hidden yourself well enough. Arvis. As the dawn rises above you, as the rest of you slowly perhaps presume somebody might be waking up far away, many can't be moving in, there's a voice in your head.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Yes! Is it a sexy voice? How sexy?
Whoever you are. It's difficult to tell.
You should have woken him up and told him your name.
This guy would have woken up, bit my throat, and I'm a vampire for the daylight. Come on.
However, the rest of you, exhausted as you are, you get some distance away. Maybe you feel comfortable, maybe you don't. Maybe you've tracked your things as you don't. But you are at least far enough away to talk. If not rest.
Elara, I'm so glad you're all right. What happened?
And she kind of takes out a thing and hands you Charlie.
Oh, I'm so happy that Charlie is okay. Thank you so much for looking after them. And he'll take Charlie and put Charlie back on his shoulder.
Charlie. We were waiting and we were looking for thing and we started singing around. We played the card game that Pod taught me, and they descended on us. They appeared from the trees from nowhere. I don't remember. Someone threw a bag over my head, and the next thing I remember, I was knocked out.
So you
You were
made
playing cards.
You made
enemy territory. You just sat and you played.
We didn't know how long you were going to be. So that's the
You
thing.
didn't-
That's a
Time.
great idea.
You didn't take watch, or
You were playing cards with Charlie.
Oh no, with the people from the bulwark, the army. I met them. You told me to.
So
They're
you
all
did.
dead, yes?
yes, they are.
Probably. Oh. Okay. Yes.
That's unfortunate.
This is why I don't play cards.
I've got a card to play.
And Narvis pulls out the note that he found from the geezer and was like,
Mercy. Who was that fucking bloke?
and passes it round the note. Just pass it round. Read it.
Do not release. Nalaska needs him. Needs who?
He was a second captive, mate.
Was
In dark.
almost. That creature was almost certainly a servant of the Lord of Nine.
Oh. Nalaska needs him. For
Now,
what?
what purpose the spy master would have with a devil, I don't know. But
If he was part and parcel spy masters and servants of Asmodeus,
but I take it, Arvus, that you didn't manage to break his bonds.
Alright, I've seen some things, alright, and I've seen magical locks. Locks locked with spells, locks locked with artifice, the full shebang. These things were something else, mate. They were glowing. Corporeal. I ain't gonna be touching those with my picks. I like these picks, they're my lucky ones, mate. Those look pretty unlucky, those chain links around his, yeah.
no, spelling another mage's magic is difficult. It's fair. Why does Nalaska need a bound devil? And why was he with that group?
Perhaps he needs to have a new contract written up.
Maybe. Maybe
Speaking
he
of
wants
contracts-
some company every once in a while.
I can't be certain. Somebody spoke to me this morning. They thanked me. I left that bloke with, I left him with a dagger and a piece of wire, which maybe some of the more experienced thieves, locksmiths could perhaps pick their way out of a tough situation, but I don't know, mate.
So he did get out.
From my knowledge of infernal creatures, they are as cunning as they are cruel, and your kind present would almost certainly have meant his freedom. If nothing else, it would have meant the deaths of those guarding him. So, I
Right.
What
wouldn't.
exciting.
It is possible, though, that you have earned yourself a favour amongst one of the infernals. No small thing.
No, not at all. And Nalaska's ire.
If we didn't carry that already.
Well, if I'm honest with you, mate, it's about fucking time. Been doing the devil's work too long, I'd say.
Are you serious? How long have you served Infernal Master?
Nah, I'm playing with you, mate. You're too serious. You're too serious, Mercy. You know, out of everybody who deserves mercy from yourself, it would be yourself, mate. Give yourself a hard time.
I didn't quite understand that. Thank you.
Good sneaking, by the way. You're a natural.
I walk seen when I need to be and quietly when I need to be, such as the weave wills it.
So, I'm really grateful you all freed me. Thank you. I don't know what they would have done otherwise, but what did you find out? You're all okay.
Oh, where to start, Elara? Where to start? The Elven Kingdoms are going to invade Fort Valor with
What?
timelines to be determined. Corin on the
But they're
enemy
our
team-
allies.
No, they're not. Corin on the enemy team is a spy from the Elven Kingdoms.
I knew not to pick them.
Mm-hmm.
Malik's in trouble. They're all in trouble. We need
They're
to
in
save them.
so much. No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Oh,
It's the right thing to do.
I think Fazul and his big fiery sword will be just fine.
If there was a traitor amongst us, you'd want to know.
Is there a traitor amongst us? I don't think there is, but just for the record, Toad, you're a king, that's fine, Arvus.
No, Elara, we know the things that we're meant to know, and sometimes we aren't meant to know things. Sometimes traitors are meant to betray. That is just the great plan.
But we know.
Also, Wanderer of Malik might be a traitor, because Nalaska did tell me to say hi to Malik when I next saw him, which could have been a warning, a threat, or it could have been a friendly hello. They could all be traitors.
So much subterfuge. Makes my head hurt.
At least I think Fazul is too stupid to be a traitor, so he's probably fine.
Okay.
Fine being a generous word for what he is, but...
So we found out a lot of... You found a lot.
We'll update you on the way. We need to double back to Reed home. I'm afraid there won't be much time to rest.
And on that,
No, not at 10 past.
we're not ending the campaign, but I presume you all want
Campaign.
The
campaign. Yeah, you're
campaign is
done. That's it.
over.
Right then.
We fucked
You
up
guys
the first mission.
perhaps want to camp up and have a long rest.
Oh, thank
Yeah, but I guess we want to make sure we're somewhere safe, right? We don't want to be.
You might be somewhere safe.
We might be somewhere safe right now.
I'm going to say you're somewhere safe right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
do a little cheeky campy wampy.
A little campy wampy. Daytime sleep.
Daytime
Alright.
sleep.
Daytime sleep.
It
Fuck
must be
sleep.
like, it must be like 8 a.m. by now.
Yeah, it's pretty early.
I've got to say, Pod is looking particularly like a stuffed cushion, so...
As you all sleep, rest up throughout the day. Some of you sleep, some of you don't. There is no disturbance. You keep on watch. Obviously, you fill in Elara, I'll say, about the teas of the day, and she broadly agrees with you that to go after the group, to go towards where they're meeting Razor is the best chance. Both she sees it as an endeavor, both of you working together to take down Razor. You perhaps see it as something else. But guarded with the information, you know that it may or may not go better. The dig site is of some interest to her as a scholar, but the mission is more important. That's where you're going. She is shocked to learn about the elves, interested in the storm giants, and glad they aren't entirely on Razor's side. Is there anything any of you would be doing other than sleeping? Those of you who don't sleep. Yes.
Can I try and read? Has she grown up at all in the last 2 weeks?
She grown up. Yeah.
Does she seem
Insight check.
hardened somewhat by her kidnapping, the murder of people around her, the fact that people have betraying? Is she less likely to shit the bed?
Make an insight check.
Has she leveled up?
I would.
Has she
Has she
leveled up?
leveled up? I would love to insight Elara.
Insight,
I would
Elara.
be proud if she has. I got a natural 20 again!
God.
The third one this session!
Wow. Elara is a little harder. Elara is aware that people around her died and she was hopeless during it. There is an edge to her that it's more sadness than hardness. But Elara is certainly more experienced.
Nice.
This is intense. There's a bit of disbelief that things went quite so wrong. Somebody who not much has gone wrong in their life or has rarely been allowed to face the consequences of what has happened.
Maybe when in recognizing this in Mercy will just go up to them as Atropos and just say, Elara, you're our leader.
Yes, I am.
But you still have a lot of life left yet to lead.
I hope so. Yes.
You've learned some lessons with us that I hope you carry with you for as long as that long life will be.
Experience is what molds us. All of our lives lead up to each progressing moment. And that's humbling and reassuring in the same way. I am the product of my experiences, as are we all.
Blind trust can be dangerous, but faith is important.
Yes.
We weigh each in the balance.
Yes.
I'm impressed by how you handled yourself.
Thank you. It's good to... Thank you. It's nice to hear from you, and no matter what form you take, I value your friendship and your companionship. And all of you. We're going to do this together. We're going to get her. I'm going to avenge those men.
I believe you might be right. Sleep well.
Thank you.
If I may, we had quite an arduous day today, and, well, I think the day ahead might be even harder. So, perhaps, we could, well, there's a ritual that I used to do back home, and it would help me and everyone sleep better, and sometimes we just feel a bit more rested in the morning, so maybe you would like to try it with me.
What kind of ritual, Toad?
Well, we take some time to sit together in a circle, and or lay in a circle, and we kind of let our minds connect, and we share the burdens of the day and the joys of the day and the questions and puzzles of the day, and then we sleep, and sometimes we even might share a dream.
Pod's eyes light up. He's like, "Oh, I love when this happens."
Do
So there's such strange dreams.
we have control over what we might share?
Well, Jamie, is that how it works? How does it work?
I will say that should you start sharing something you are uncomfortable with, you are capable of breaking the connection. But Toad has never needed to break the connection. Toad is unaware of this.
It's a
Well-
kind offer.
I don't know how it works, really, but it's just nice.
I'd be happy to join your ritual, but my kind don't venture into the dreaming world like mortals do.
You could give it a try, and if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work.
I'd love to accompany you on some of yours. Something I miss.
Wait, you miss it? Did you used to dream?
I think so. When I sleep. Walking through the weave, I get a vague sense of loss.
What was your life before you were Severus's assassin, Mercy?
I don't know. I can't remember a life before this. I awoke what I am.
When? You've alluded to times quite far off.
Many years ago, by your reckoning. I believe it would be something around the time of the Sundering. I don't know if that means anything to you.
Jamie, what does that mean to us?
The Sundering, that will be the time of the Lost Flame disappearance.
How many hundreds of years is that, Jamie?
So the current year is recorded history. There is no recorded history beyond the past the planes. There is no recorded history of there being another plane. It's just speculated it must have existed. So Mercy is talking about the beginning of recorded history, 3,000-4,000 years ago.
I didn't mean that. I didn't mean
If
that.
Mercy is talking about the war between the Immaculate Ecclesiarchy and the
Yeah, what do you call
Academia,
that?
that's the Wars of Shame, and that's approximately 50-60 years ago.
Yeah. So
Oh,
that way.
okay.
I was a novice. Not long after I awoke, the guild was destroyed.
How do people become novices in your order, Mercy? Do they swear? How does it happen? How does one become a weaver?
I suppose you're chosen to some extent. I wish I could.
But Lilith chooses her followers.
I wish I could tell you. I don't know. It's the truth. We awake. We are who we are. We are taught. We are chosen. We see. We mold.
Mold, seed, coat.
It is how it is.
Then maybe Toad can help uncover your dreams. How nice.
And in any case, even if you do not have one yourself, perhaps you will share ours and enjoy it's like a little theatre play, perhaps. Would you like to join me? And he'll sit down around the kind of fire that the party have made and hold out his hands kind of either side of him. See if Casimir will hold his hand. He'll hold the other one out to Mercy.
What shall I do with this?
Just, it might be easier to form the connection. A bit of contact.
But what do you want me to... Is this one of those where two people impact their palms simultaneously?
No, it's not like clapping. Just hold my hand. You have held someone's hand before, right?
I've held a hand, but
There
I
you go,
didn't know
then.
what you wanted.
So he'll hold Mercy's hand, and then he'll put his hand out expectantly to Casimir.
He'll look at it, and he won't take it. He'll look at Toad and say, I don't think any of you will want to share my dreams. And nor I particularly yours. And he'll turn away.
Wow.
Oh, he's so edgy, guys.
That's okay, Casimir. Don't worry. Maybe another time. Arvis, Pod, would you like to join?
Oh, of course. You don't have to ask twice.
He'll hold Pod's hand. Arvis, you want to join?
Arvis does this thing where you've probably noticed it by now. Whenever you say something and it's a little unclear, or you say something and you can tell he just thinks you're a fucking idiot, or he's just uncertain, he just does this thing where like he's just looking at you and his body's so intensely still, and either his eyes are completely still or they do like a little move like sort of looking into your eyes and reading you, and he just goes, no.
No? Okay. And Quan? And I'm gonna assume Quan doesn't want to because Quan's player is not here right now. But we'll put it on the record that Toad did offer to Quan.
Yeah,
So-
that's the thing you can do.
One is too
Who is joining? Quan will join.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. You sure?
For the fun of it.
Mr. I have no memories would join?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Who's joining then? Mercy?
Mercy, Pod, Quan, and Toad.
Sure. Quan has no memories. That is what you learn in this. Quan isn't lying. There is a warmth inside of Quan that all of you feel. There's a kindness to the soul and the heart. Toad, make a perception check on the
Oh.
bond you're feeling right now.
Perception. That is an 11.
Hmm. Something feels different about the bond with Quan, but you can't put your finger on it.
Perhaps something.
Though you
for
feel
later.
everything. Perhaps later. Perhaps something Quan has not fully reckoned with either. Describe the bond, Toad, that the others feel
Um,
as you drift off to sleep, the rest of you.
So it's kind of like when you're really tired and you're not quite sure whether you are sleeping or whether you're kind of like laying in bed with your eyes closed and time is just passing. It's kind of like a trance. And during this, you are getting proper rest. You're kind of feeling yourself kind of rejuvenated. Maybe kind of like as if you have just decided to go lay down for a nap in the afternoon, but you're not really feeling like you're gonna fall asleep. And yeah, during this time, you know, little thoughts or memories might kind of drift across the bond. So, if Eski, if you wanted to share any kind of mundane memories from pods past, or
I was gonna ask a dangerous question.
same with Mercy. If you think that something might bubble to the surface, this is a time where you can kind of share something that maybe your character might not necessarily want to verbalize, and it's something that Mercy, Toad, Quan, and Pod would all kind of witness at the same time.
Pod would probably just dream of like playing in his village as a kid with his brothers. Just something very serene and carefree.
What kind of game were you guys playing?
Like running around, hitting each other with sticks, you know, playing catch, throwing mushrooms at each other, like puffball ones that explode into things. Obviously, hopefully that doesn't draw any offense, you know.
How many brothers does Pod have?
Pod had like 10 brothers, but like he'd play with like 4 of them because the other ones were like much older.
Do they all look like Pod as well?
Relatively similar. I mean, you probably wouldn't be able to discern the differences that much, like the nuances between the physiology of furbogs. You're probably not particularly familiar with, so you wouldn't be able to tell the difference too much other than just heights. Pod would be one of the smaller ones. Obviously, you only see it from first person. Again, my mic is being difficult, so I have to come close to talk.
No worries.
But yeah, you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the different furbogs from his mind's eye,
Yeah.
other than through their heights. They're just playing in a very nice looking forest. You know, everything looks very like rural and rustic. Little mud huts about and the like.
That's really cute.
So, you know, I just thought I'd bring the mood up a little bit. You know.
Mercy.
I mean, unless you tell me that something else is happening, Mercy usually, while they are resting, walks through the endless possibilities of the past and the future.
Sure. It's interesting to those of you joining Mercy in this. It is revelation as to the way Mercy sees the world. Mercy, you've never been joined in this journey by anybody, so it's been very solitary. Having these 3 figures walk alongside you. There's a Pod, Toad, and yourself. Quan is there, but Quan is filled with a very different light than the other 2 or 3 of you. The weave moves and parts around Quan, but doesn't embrace them in the way it embraces the 3 of you.
Are we able to see the weave as well?
Yes, for the first time.
You're mad tripping.
Yo, this is
trip
so
involves-
cool.
Just
This is the
you
best
You see the
acid trip
infinite
ever.
connection. You see the infinite connection between you, the world, its path, the various threads that connect all lives and all decisions, and the way that your actions, limited in their scope though they are, influence and ripple out.
Can I reach out and like twang one of the cords of the weave as if it's like yarn or something?
You try. You can't move it.
That's normally what happens in these types of dreams. You can't actually interact with anything.
The four of you move to the edge. Mercy, you didn't know there was an edge. Just a deep cosmic void. Now in the distance, all the threads connect to a colossal silhouette.
Well, what is the silhouette?
You know. Nothing happened. And unfortunately, as you stand there deliberating, Toad, what do they see in your dream?
Oh, well, the strings of the weave kind of all start stretching and pulling until it's become the strings of a lute. And Toad is sitting in a beautiful flower shop, sitting on kind of the paper cutting table where you might bundle up a bouquet of flowers and some brown paper and tie it with twill before sending it out the door. And he's sitting on the table as a very elegant pink Eladrin kind of sits on a bench across from him, playing a lute. And
no, this person, no, because they've got an Irish accent. Why did I do this to myself?
Why are you afraid of an Irish accent, Jamie?
And
Gosh, you can't do one, can you?
Almost like
Dude, you know
in a
who this
sitcom.
is. You're this NPC for the next 10 minutes. Leave me alone.
And Toad has got a tiny hand-carved pan flute in his hands, which you guys may have seen maybe a couple nights prior when Pod first discovered his flute. And Toad is in the middle of trying to blow a note on it, and it's totally out of key and just like unscaled, and it's just like brrr. And the beautiful pink Eladrin kind of sitting across from him kind of lets out kind of like a handsome chuckle, and he's like, no, it's not like that. And he'll try to what is this music?
I love this. This is exactly
and then the rave drops. What the fuck is this
DJ's
music?
muted himself.
We're gonna get
Wow.
we're gonna
Nothing
get
to do
DMCA'd.
with me. This is
a very change of. This is a different tone. Jesus.
Wow,
Alright.
this pink
Wait,
Eladrin
is
really.
this what he's
Wow.
playing on the lute?
So
This is really
All of you
impressive.
in this
Right now.
vision feel like maybe you're staring into something quite private. And all of a sudden,
Pink Eladrin
Music
is
fixed
living
yet?
in grime.
Latrin just starts fucking
God.
dropping some bars.
It starts rapping.
Right.
Yeah, that was wild.
We're not in the club yet, you guys.
Wow.
So anyway, as Toad is sat on this table trying to play some notes, and his friend on the lute is plucking away a cheery tune and trying to instruct on the pan flute playing, you guys are also in the flower shop, as if you've just been there that whole time. And Toad will kind of look up from the pan flute and be like, oh, hello. Take a look around. You might even be able to smell some of the flowers if you're lucky.
Can we smell the flowers?
yeah, they smell quite beautiful. It's calming here. Slightly unsettling.
Is there somewhere special to you, Toad?
Oh yes, this is my friend's flower shop. This
Who's
is
y-
my friend here.
Who's your friend?
His name's Valsh.
Hello, Vaush.
Oh, do the accent play.
Do you want to roleplay as Valsh?
No. Well, I guess they did have to do it back when they missed a session, huh? No, I think DM, this is your
This is your
call.
Smiling, Eladrin turns to you with a face that seems reconstructed from memory, but says nothing. I'm getting Inez in here to do this.
Get Inez in here right now.
This is what you see in Toad's vision. However, unfortunately, each of you are thrust into the waking day. It is evening. See, I'm not doing Irish. You can't make me.
Oh, Jamie, no.
Tell you what, next time I'll have a Guinness and warn me. Thrust into the
Guinness doesn't make you Irish.
It does. You can't tell me
Be
otherwise.
sure to be sure. No.
No.
It's so
Get
bad.
Oshin in here.
Get Oshin in
Oh,
here.
shit, and that.
Clued is very nice. Clued and Arvis. What does Arvis dream of?
So Arvis isn't part of the grand circle of unity.
No.
So, you know, whatever he might normally dream of in his somewhat off-kilter mind.
Okay. You don't need to share it. You don't want to. But you have go to sleep with a sigh and satisfaction. You are one step closer to what you seek. You hope so. Anyway.
What does Casimir dream of?
Casimir. Your dreams are your own, I presume?
He neither wants to see the fanciful dreams of others, nor particularly does he want to inflict his own upon people that he does not particularly dislike. Because I think when he sleeps, he probably hears screams, the peel of flesh, the kind of siren's wail. It's not a dream that anyone would want to share.
There is one. There are various screams. And your dreams are not pleasant. And you simply remember all the people that you knew went missing. And you couldn't help. The rest of you. You wake up in the morning. Morning is a strong word for the evening. You are still tired in the way that those of us who have done an all-nighter and then tried to sleep for some portion of the next day are still tired. You are confused about the time. It might be late afternoon. It might be 3 years from now. You couldn't say. Those of you who engaged in Toad's ritual are more rested than the others. Arvis, you may have had a self-satisfied sleep, but it is not a good sleep. Maybe you've never had one. Casimir, you certainly didn't sleep well. However, those of you who did may feel closer to each other. Elara chose not to join. For reference.
This girl's got secrets.
I see.
What if she
immediately
accidentally
suspicious of
leaks who
that.
she's got a crush on in the group?
True. Big
I think
true.
she's got a crush on Arvis.
Elara's
to be
been
honest.
through
It's
enough
Arvis.
recently.
It's Arvis, obviously.
It's Arvis, yeah.
He whispered
be.
hotly in her ear.
Arvis, as you all reconvene around, there is a red envelope in the center of the camp. Which I can
It's a
perhaps reveal.
Valentine's card!
Should Arvis
It's a
open it
Valentine's card!
From
next
Elara!
session?
No! Give us the Valentine's card!
Not 10:37.
We're 3 months early, but let's make it Valentine's now.
And it just says to on the front, in very calligraphied, wonderfully written handwriting, to my savior of.
Oh my god, let's open it
Oh
now!
yes, let's.
We've got a best friend.
Mate, that was so worth. Favor from a devil.
So we will leave it there. Thank you everyone for watching.
Boyfriend.
Catch you next week.
Y'all
We'll see
sick.
y'all next week. Make sure you join the Discord.
Oh yeah! Exclamation mark Discord.
And if you're watching on YouTube, leave a comment and let us know what you liked about the episode.
What are all these pinned messages in chat? Oh, all the artwork. Okay, great.
Pictures in our arts channel, which you see if you join the Discord, and it's a banger.
But yes, we'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.